Hey, go ahead, Mr. Decochon. Go ahead and jump up here. Everybody want to say hi to you too. Go ahead. I'm taking it super easy tonight. Probably not staying on too super long because I am still kind of just getting my energy back. What a crazy week. Super busy, and then last night I had a 15-hour shift. How many hours? 15, I think, total. It was insane. So I'm still pretty darn tired. Hold on, let me get my mic up here a little better. Thank you, Deco Jones, for giving me the love. Deco wants to say hi as well. Say hello. Can you say that? Oh, he's kind of quiet tonight. But he's not quiet about being cute, because that's a super loud trait of his. Okay, let me sorry, I'll stop with the goofy talk. Let me get over to our actual channel and pop out our live
Hey
chat.
guys, what's up?
Whoa, relax. You don't need to do that. Give me a second here.
Hey,
Oh, God, that's annoying.
hey guys, what's
Sorry. Why am I not showing up as live yet? My KBPS is okay. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not showing up as live on my own channel yet. Did I not put it as public? What's going on? Am I just getting some serious lag? Give me a second, guys. Hold on. View your channel.
Hey guys, what's up? Unrested here, and I'm hoping.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not seeing my own live. All right. That's weird. Let me check. I'll go into my studio and check. Give me a second. Your videos live? Live now. Then why can't I see it? It's public. Okay, well, let's go.
Second.
That's weird. It's not showing up on my own channel. I don't get it. All right, give me just a second. I just found it by going through my own studio and then popping into live. Give me just a second and let me pop you guys out here. Pop out chat. There we go. I'll have you up in just a second. I lost 5K on blackjack, and I use your hurricane house damage losses to make me feel better in comparison. Okay, that's a weird comparison. Let's see, Grumpy, what's up? Hey, Adam, how's it going? Zimzam, hello. You in US or Japan? Right now, I'm in US in about how many more months? March, April, May. 3 months, I'm in Japan again. Guessing he's in US based on how much room he has. Well, my house in Japan's not super small. It's a 4 LDK, pretty decent size. All right. It's definitely like the furniture's a lot smaller. It's made for smaller people. Oh, Unrested, can you please tell us the truth? Is this really the downfall of Japan? How much longer must the Japanese suffer? It's not the downfall of Japan. How much how much longer? I think the Japanese have always been kind of suffering, sadly. Um, I don't want to say it's the downfall either because, maybe, I always have the hope that maybe somebody got into office other than like Shigeru that would be able to jumpstart something that would, actually work or actually take charge of how bad things are going. It's sad, man, because there's a lot of stubborn people in politics out there, and they're either stubborn or, they're just out there to line their pockets with money first, and worry about people later. And I mean, I guess that's kind of true around the world. But I don't know. I feel horrible for the Japanese with how everything's going. I mean, but there's also changes that need to be made. And I'm not saying they need to culturally change anything. I'm saying like health-wise, as far as like there needs to be an end to this 12-hour workday. Sometimes more than that. You know what I mean? Like kids watch their dads do that and they never saw their dad, and now they don't want to grow up wasting their whole life at work. 12 hours over 8 hours does not increase efficiency. It's been proven over and over again. You just literally exhaust your workers. So, maybe if you had a 1 12-hour day, 1 day a week, that would actually be efficient. But if you do it every day, 6 days a week, because remember, they usually work Saturdays too, you just end up exhausting people so much that they can never really work at their full efficiency. And this is a generational thing where this generation now is living through a life where they saw their mom pretty much all the time. Hence, you play a game like Pokemon, the mom's always home and dad's writing letters home all the time. Well, that's real life in Japan. They never see their dads. It's gone all the time. Um, and look, I'm totally okay with like, dad's the breadwinner, mom's a housewife. I don't really see anything wrong with that. At the same time, I'm more than stand behind women who want to make a full career path of their life, just like my wife has in Japan. But what I can't stand behind is the Japanese corporations, and as they call them, Boraku company, working people to the bone. Like the next generation refuses to take it. And because they refuse to take it, they don't get that salary that allows them to earn enough to own property, to start a family, to properly nurse and nurture a brand new generation into existence. So by 2050, 127 million people is going to be cut in half, and that is going to brutally devastate the economy. Japan's fallen 4 rungs down the ladder at this point, from 2007 till what we are up to now, 2025. They have consistently fell down the ladder every couple of years, and that's scary. I don't like to see this. I'm rooting Japan on. I'm rooting them on and saying, gambate, but nothing seems to stop. Nothing seems to change. Nothing seems to be redirected. The Bank of Japan keeps printing bonds and then having Congress buy out the bonds, so Japan never even accumulates an interest rate for the banks that they have. So on top of it, you have people that have no motivation to store their money in the banks. And it's so bad, in fact, that you may have seen recently, they're changing the shape and color of the Ichiman bill. That's the $100 bill. And why they're doing this is not because, ooh, let's have a zany new look to the bill. I can tell you, they changed it a couple times in just the short, 15 years I lived there. And they're doing this because you can't use the old bills to pay for everything. You have to take the old bills and bring them into the bank and switch them out. And that way the bank knows how much money you have, or they're going to say, we don't let you switch it out unless you open an account with us. And it's really devious. Like, that's how desperate they are to get people's money back into the banks. So, they can send it off to another country to accumulate interest on people's money afar. And I hate seeing the Japanese people treat it like this. This is bullshit. These people work their damn ass off. They work harder than most countries, I'd say probably 90% of the countries in the world. They are hardworking, ethically motivated, morally straight, headed down the straight and narrow as far as etiquette is concerned, manners, politeness, the way they conduct themselves, their professionalism at work is top notch. Um, they keep Spartan spaces at where they work and everything like that. And they get brutalized by the system. They get beaten to the ground no matter how great and how hard they work. And that's why the next generation isn't taking it. And until something changes, it's going to continue drop in population. And as the population drops, the economy drops. You don't have new people filling those jobs. It just it's going to keep dropping and dropping. And because you don't have a new generation filling these jobs, you have technology downgrading faster and faster. I have friends who work for sister companies of US businesses attempting to get their sister location in Japan to update a lot of what they have as far as marketing, as far as ads are concerned, and everything like that. And the older generation doesn't want to adapt to this just simply because, a lot of them just don't want to adapt to the new technology. And as you don't adapt to new technology, you start to get lost in the market. And as your corporations get lost in the market and disappear into the nothingness, so does your economy. My wife is a dentist. In what ways are Japanese people suffering? I mean, When you literally have a word in your language, karoshi, which means work until dead, I think there might be some people suffering. And there you still have problems like power hara. I mean, we just literally had one of the, supposedly greats of Japan's, um, applauded and considered almost heroic in a sense of national pride. SMAP, their leader, Nakai Masahiro, get called out for sexual harassment. He literally, like, R-worded a woman to the point that she had to go to the hospital. And that's some of your big leaders and groups out here, and it's the leaders of these groups just running things into the ground. Japan has tax-free investment account called NISA based on UK ISA accounts. Okay. Hey Matt, thank you for watching the whole video. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, but think about this. I nearly make as much as my wife does as a teacher out here in America as she does in Japan as a dentist. That's how bad salaries are in Japan. They're crap. They haven't gone up in almost 30 years. In almost 30 years, there's barely been a raise in salaries throughout all industries. We're not just talking, what my wife works as and what I worked as a teacher. And yet taxes continue to rise. When I got there, there wasn't tax on food in Osaka. There wasn't tax on a lot of products in Osaka. Now it's up to 10%, and it's supposed to climb to as high as 15 in the next couple of years. Oh, nice. Awesome, Matt. Oh gosh, I'm like super thirsty. I'm still like recovering from ugh. It's sad. I hate seeing because the Japanese are really good people. I mean, they're really, really. I mean, if I ever wanted to really root a nation on that I feel like has a lot of pride, um, has a lot of great ethics, morals, manners, business value, work ethic. I mean, across the board, even just making a generalization, that's the Japanese. They are hardcore. Like they're loyal to a fault almost with their companies. They work hard. They work hard every day. They're on time. They're prompt. They're polite. They have great customer service. If a lot of Japanese could speak perfect English, and that's why my conspiracy theory is always that the Japanese government does not try to get decent English into public schools, is because they know they would lose all their workers. They would lose their best workers, their best scientists, their best mathematicians, their best engineers, their best scientists. They'd lose them all the second the nation learned how to properly speak English via immersion, like, lesser third world countries like the Philippines do. They would GTFO if they could speak English across the board. But again, Japan, lowest English literacy rate in all of Asia. Deco, stop, please. Deco, no, thank you, sir. Stop. You know you're not supposed to be doing that. You have a scratching post. Go scratch your scratch post. Thank you. Sorry, my cat's scratching the side of the wall. I feel sorry for you being stateside. I love it. Dude, I love Japan. I absolutely love it. And when I'm there for the 3 months of the year that I'm there, it's chill as heck. Convenience is better in Japan. Customer service is better in Japan. Life is simpler. Life is smoother in Japan. Life is on time. Transportation is better. Um, Food is cheaper. Food is also better in Japan. The service is better in Japan. There's so many things Japan does way better than America. But what they don't do better than America is make changes that allow them to pull ahead of the pack. They make change very slowly and often not at all. There's not this if it's, broken, get it fixed. It's if it's broken, well, It's not broken so bad that we can't make it work still. So let's keep faxing stuff to each other. Let's keep um, area district, Chome and ward information on paper. Let's continue to use Hankos, which can, literally be stolen and copied. Just pressing them into resin, you can literally steal someone's identity. Um, let's try to do our own version of Social Security called My Number. Oh, wait, we didn't make any sort of way to secure that number, and we had a big scam going on with those. It's like they don't catch up with the rest of the world as far as first world countries are concerned. And they keep falling behind because when they finally do make a change, it's way too slow. And look, I love their culture. I love their traditions. I don't want to see any of those lost. But what I don't want to see is them have to use sticking to old ways hold them back from progressing with the rest of the world. They don't need to lose any of their tradition or any of their cultures. Uh, you know, Amazing and incredible. Everything from holidays, festivals, matsuris. Like keep all this stuff. Keep Japan the way it is, but just try to move along with the rest of the world as far as treating workers right. Um, Having a little more balance in the workplace. Work-life balance needs to be changed. Don't tax your people into hell. Like, I mean, it's a miserable state. It's a miserable situation. How you would be motivated to continue to push on with these companies that pinch pennies to never give you a raise. Of course, great lifetime employment. That's awesome. And some companies, pensions still exist, but even those are starting to disappear. And let me tell you, if you think Social Security payments in America are bad, you should see what welfare is like and what payments to the retired of Japan are. I mean, they're like on unlivable wages. You're talking salarymen who worked their whole life away and they're making like pennies on the dollar as far as what they finally get for um, their retirement money from the Japanese government. Like but we're talking like $600 a month. Some people are trying to live off of. Retired military, two pensions, tax free. I say now. See, Matt, you are living it up. That's my friend Sean. He's doing the same thing you are. 20 years in the military. Worked another, I think, 7 or 10 years after as retired military for like defense bases and stuff like that. Just doing security gigs and stuff. Worked for the embassy for a while and stuff like that. And now he's sitting on a retirement with full I don't know. I don't know the exact words, but it's like a full medical payment as well, like 100%. And I mean, his biggest complaint is he's bored. He's got like hobbies. He's writing a book and stuff like that. But his only complaint is sometimes he gets bored because he doesn't have to work. But he's very happy with what his situation is. Has like a nice ass motorcycle, a beautiful skyline that he like nurses both of those two babies day in and day out, adding all kinds of like mods to them and everything like that. He's living the life, man. But that's because he's getting paid USD on an American salary living in Japan. So he's got a pimp ass apartment, you know, married to a wonderful person. And he's sitting pretty, man. And I wish him all the best, dude. He's an awesome dude, very inspirational. But um, him and yourself, you're the exception. Um, I would definitely say your situation is awesome. Like I would not knock that. What I would knock is someone deciding at like around our age that they think they're going to go out to Japan and become an English teacher. Scott, do you think the upcoming Osaka Expo will help Japan open up their eyes to the world and their own future prospects? I'm still help me out on this, Chip Tooth. Um, I'm still wondering what this whole expo is like supposed to like. What is the motivation? Let's kind of get into that. That's a great question, by the way. Um, First of all, let's just come right out and say it like I did on the last video.
The 2025 Osaka Expo has Japan's worst mascot ever. And Japan is incredible at creating mascots. Best mascots in the world. What the hell happened with this mascot? Let's get into this. Let's get into this because that you make a really good point. Could this actually help things out? Give me a second here. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Okay. We're gonna bring that up and we're gonna talk about that because I think that is a really, really good question. Give me a second. All right. I gotta pull my keyboard forward. I'm leaning over too far to do this. Because it's kind of like abstract, it's kind of vague. Okay. You know what? Let me do share screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at too. Give me a second here. Is that set up to share? No, it's not yet. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Properties. Here we go. Okay. Close all these other ones out. There we go. That way we don't have any sound showing up in the background. What? Okay. First of all, let me pull it around to the front. I don't know why I've got my stupid idiot face here this big. Blah. There we go. First of all, let's just talk about design right here. Why are you putting white over white? Like I can barely read this right here. This is like bad design. 49 days left to go. All right, understanding the expo overview. Oh shoot, what did I do with chat? Where did it go? And what did I just do? Give me a second. I don't know how I closed. I didn't hit close on chat. Where's my chat window? Chat capture. Great. Somehow I closed that out. Give me a second, guys. I'll get you back. No wonder I see what I did wrong. Give me a second here. God, it's so annoying. YouTube's really got to get a better chat situation. They got to match it up with what Twitter's got going on. I mean, not Twitch, not Twitter. Not a huge fan of Twitch, but they definitely have a better chat system going on. Give me a second. So stupid the way they got this set up. Give me just a second here, guys. Sorry. The problem is they don't have, you can't have a clear background like Twitch can. You can't make it a separate entity or its own app. You have to keep it within a window. That window's got to be popped out from your own video. So you've literally got to manually go to your own video. And even if you have your settings preset in OBS, because it's a window, every time the URL changes, so you can't keep it permanently in there. It's a really, really bad design. Chat capture, properties. There we go. Okay. Now let's get back to this. Let's pull you guys back to, oops, wrong thing. Not trying to get, yeah, grab this. There. Okay, sorry. Let me catch up with some of the stuff you guys are saying. Scott, do you think okay, sorry, that's what we just said. TRICARE medical benefits and medical care, yeah, A and B board. That's why I'm starting a business. I think it's a great idea, Matt. Yeah, yeah, there is, and thank you for posting that. And I'm glad to just see you being active and everything like that. Tell the crew I'm sorry I didn't post anything about when I was going live. I was just being lazy today, just being absolutely lazy. Like I said, still recovering from my crazy work day yesterday. What I did find interesting was that they spent so much money building Umeshima Dream Island and artificial mini landmass. Scott, I gotta bounce. All right, hey Matt, thanks so much for joining, man. You sound like you're an interesting dude, man. We'll send you an email. Link up with me for maybe Yokota. Stay safe. You too, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Send me an email. I hope you already know it. If you don't, I'm just gonna type it into chat, okay? I'll see it faster if you post it here. Oh shoot, why did I put a slash on the end? I don't know how I hit that. Okay. Anyway, let's get the Expo back up here. Nope, wrong thing. That's not what I want either. I want this. Here we go. I mean, look, this is like, I swear to God, Japan is in the 1990s when it comes to web page design. All right, so overview, theme, designing future society for our lives, sub themes. Okay, so like just that's like a just really abstracting. Okay, give me a second. Oh, what? These aren't rollovers? Wha- Are you joking me right now? What is this design? Who made this? Fire them yesterday. Oh my God. Japan, I know you've got incredible designers there with an eye for art. Who did you let design this? This is garbage. This is like my Angel Fire website from GeoCities back in 1991. A space where 8 billion people from around the world will not only view exhibits, but will co create our future society. Great. What does that even mean? Even before the expo begins, an online platform for sharing challenges and solutions from around the world that will be launched. What does that mean? What solutions? What challenges? What is the platform? The platform. A place where the world's knowledge, such as cutting edge tech, these are all just abstract bullshit. Like, this doesn't tell me anything. This is what I hate, man. Like, nah. And yeah, like Chiptooth said right here, why did they waste their time doing this? Why do they do this, Chiptooth? I do wonder why they waste their time building stuff like this. And I mean, here's my negative reason for why. Because somebody in the diet got a huge chunk of change by hiring out a construction company which did this. Oh, hey, what kind of jobs can you give us? So I don't know. I heard you're having that expo come up. Where are you guys going to have that? Actually, we don't have a place picked out. Do you want to build the entire place? How much stuff does Japan build that they just like waste bullshit money on? Like the Osaka Olympic, I mean, the Tokyo Olympics. Look, that what a waste of money that was with zero return. And this is why I hate seeing taxes go higher and higher. What the hell is it being spent on? A fake island? Look, that's it. It just, are you kidding me? This explains zero. People's Living Lab, a laboratory for future society. Like what? Future what? Like I can't click on this. These aren't buttons. They didn't help me understand the expo at all. Okay, purpose. Please give me an actual purpose. World Expo has both cohesive and communication capabilities. We will use these capabilities to trigger as a trigger to sustain growth and development of Osaka, Kansai, as well as Japan, following on from the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics. What is a World Expo? World Expo event brings people together, innovation from the Osaka Expo in 1978, Asia's first ever became a symbol of Japan's replica. A World Exposition is a place where new technology. You're literally just giving me the definition of the word. You're not telling me what it's doing. Okay, this look here. We've got what past. What is this one doing? The purpose. Okay, goals. Here we go. Sustainable. Okay, development. I mean, that's a little more specific, but still very vague. Oh, achievement of Japan's National Strategy Society 5.0. What the fuck is that? Do you think anybody in Japan's public knows what that is? If I took an interview, I had an interview, just had like a consensus interview on people just walking across the street in Japan. I'd be like, do you know about Society 5.0? What do you guys know about that? How many Japanese people you think would actually be like, oh yeah, Society 5.0. Let me tell you all about it. Thanks, Anna. I appreciate that. Me learning HTML in school. Yeah, this is what this is. This looks like HTML. In 2025, the world will be a mere 5 years away from 2030. Wow. You don't say. The year the United Nations has set as the target for achieving okay, making it a crucial one for ramping up the efforts to achieve. Okay, here we go. Let's look at these 17 things. No poverty, okay, impossible. Zero hunger, okay, impossible. Good health. These are just like, this is just saying nice stuff. This doesn't have any solution. Like, this doesn't tell me what the fuck we are doing. It makes me so angry. This is so frustrating. This is like every damn meeting I ever went to in Japan. What are our goals? Let's list them. There they are. Okay. All right, guys, meeting's ended. Wait, how are we going to reach those goals? Our goals haven't changed. We still want to do this. I mean, like, yeah, these are like stuff like if I asked one of my kids in like kindergarten and I said, if you could change anything about the world, what would you do? Uh, Nobody hungry, right? Like a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old in school could tell you like this is, these are like ideas they have. Idealism doesn't change anything. All right, let's try another one. That purpose still didn't give me a purpose. All right, we got a bunch of videos and stuff like that. Oh, look, it's Japan's ugliest statue ever. I don't know why people like this statue. I think it's like the ugliest thing ever. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like overly negative, guys, but like this is really frustrating to see. Like, this is supposed to be like a big movement, this is supposed to be like looking to the future, but we don't actually see anything looking to the future. Like, they haven't explained anything about like what future technology, like what technology do you mean? Like, can you give me some ideas, some theories, just anything? Show me some fucking blueprints. Show me like, you know, even if it's like fantastical and out of this world, like I'm gonna make a food machine that turns dirt into food. Whoa, crazy. Okay, wow, let's talk about that. Like, but it's just like, guess what? We want no hunger, people. Like, what are you talking about? All right, where's this? Oh, whoa. It's way too loud. Let me turn down. Is it loud for you guys? That was crazy loud for me. I'm gonna turn down my headphones. Guys, is that like way too loud? Greenwashing. Yeah, most likely that's what it is. Revoke the PowerPoint and HTML. Yeah, dude, this is the worst. Like, this is such an ugly website. Like, the Japanese people have incredible design too. That's what makes me so angry. Like, that means just like someone's friend of a friend got hired out to do, hey, you said you need a website? My son, he's passionate. Graphic design is his passion. He just finished his AA degree in at a tech school for graphic design. Can he make the website for you guys? Yeah. How much is he? Oh, he's cheap. I'll bet he is. I'll bet he's cheap to hire. Yeah, way too loud. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let me turn it down. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, the volume's maxed. Okay, I'm turning down by half. I'm gonna turn it down so I can. Can you hear me over it? Can you hear me over the music? Okay, guys, Osaka is where we can maximize our potential.
Osaka Kansai has always focused on
Wait,
our...
what are these? What's going on with the... Okay. What? Why is it set to Hindi? I mean, I don't have any problem with Hindi, but... What? Okay, I'm just going to turn them off. I don't have an option. Usually there's like an auto translate or something. Okay, I can't turn off the other ones. I guess they're embedded.
And so it will in the future.
Guys, this is not the ugly. Some people really love this monument. It's like a national treasure. I think like Japan has incredible looking monuments. Incredible stuff. I really feel like this is one of the ugliest ones ever. saving lives.
Osaka Kansai. Our assets, created over thousands of years, are diverse and expressive. Step in and envision a future that must be sustained to save lives.
Yeah, right, are people dying right now? What do you mean to save lives? We're halfway through this, we've learned nothing. Our lives.
Osaka Kansai, the international gourmet city, a diversity of food culture, supports life and empowers lives. We are dedicated to our food, appreciating the abundant bounty. We invite you to be moved by the delicacy and surprised by the
This is just like an advertisement for tourism in Osaka. Like, this is telling me zero. What is the purpose? What are we doing? This is corny. This is like maximum level corny. This is literally just stupid ass stock footage on top of someone talking like a ham sandwich. Like, this is bullshit. I learned they got food. Oh, good good point. Never mind, X. I stand corrected. You're right. I did not know before that Osaka had eats. A message from Shinya Yamanaka. Who's he? Oh, he's the ambassador. Okay, what's his message? Hopefully it's translated. This is like another PowerPoint. Sweet, we got slide wipes.
命輝く未来社会を日本から世界に発信できるチャンスです。できたら
First of all, why are we doing white subtitles with a white background? Who made this? Who did this? All right, I'm going to blow it up so we can read
私
it.
たちも何か世界に披露することが
Okay, what are we going to
でき
present?
たら素敵だなと思っています。皆さんで万博を成
Okay,
功させましょう。
what are we going to work together? That's it. That man literally just got on there to make a video to say, hey, if we do something, we could be successful. Okay, bye. Okay, like, seriously, I'm seriously asking, like, Chiptooth, are you still there? If you're there, like, do you know what they're trying to, like, what? Like, help. What are they trying to do? Like, what is the purpose? What are they going to show, make? Is the Android era upon us? Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna get some answers, people. Wait, this guy? This guy's from like 100 years ago. This is the guy who made the thing that looked just like him. He was like on the Discovery Channel back in like early 2000, being like, "Look, I made a robot that looked just like me. It moves like, like it." Okay, let's see.
If you met me on the street, would I startle you?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you greet me just like any other person?
No.
The relationship between robotics and the human body is closer than you might think. In the not-so-distant future, even robots like me might be a part of everyday life.
Yeah, but not in the way you imagine.
When I was 7 years old, I visited Expo.
This thing's super old. Like, how long ago has this robot's been around for ages? Like, it's barely a robot. It's like a rubber face that has like a jawline that flaps back and forth. It's not really a robot. Like, it doesn't have any articulation. Like, this guy made his robot that looked like himself like so long ago. Yeah, Chiptooth, what are we, do you have any idea, like, what do they really expect to use this for? Like, is there a main point, like something they want to show, like a physical show of something? Like, we've literally gone through a page that said the purpose, a page that said the motivation, a page that said the goal, and the only thing that's what I'm trying to figure too, man. But basically, they have restaurants and are trying to attract. Okay, so it's just like a tourist thing, right? Like it's just like kind of like a push for tourism. I mean, when I was okay, all right, okay, basically tourism. Okay, well, I mean, then instead of saying all this goofy, flowery language, why didn't they just be like the Osaka Tourism Expo? That would have been okay. That would have been okay. That would have been fine. Can we go? Okay, you guys want to finish this one? Sorry.
Expo 70 Osaka. Many of the technologies on display there seemed improbable, but today, nearly 50 years later, they are commonplace. My name is Hiroshi Ishiguro. I'm a roboticist. At my pavilion at Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai, Japan, I will explore how humanity will evolve through technology. What will the world be like in 50 years? We need only imagine.
Yeah, so again, nothing. Like he
If you met me on
literally
the
showed a
street-
robot he made, like, I mean, that robot's from how long ago? Give me a second here. Let me check this. No, that's not it. 2006. So we're talking 9 years ago that robot was made. Like it's the same thing. These aren't robots. These aren't robots. It's Chat GPT with a flapping jaw. Like that's all this is. This isn't robots. Sorry, I don't know why that was okay. Sorry, I hit the wrong one when I closed it out. Like I mean, like sorry, but like Boston Dynamics has got like actual moving robots. Like these are not articulating, moving, walking, jumping, flipping, dancing robots. It's literally like a mannequin with a flapping jaw and Chat GPT. Tech not really present, which I was hoping for. Me too. I know Japan's got great stuff. I know Japan has geniuses who create stuff that's really incredible. Why this guy again? I mean, like I get it. He's probably like super smart. Like he probably knows a ton about robotics, but he's showing a robot that's like 9 years old, and like this thing still doesn't do shit. Like it really doesn't. Like Chat GPT does more than this robot does. Like this is like literally just like a mannequin with a flapping jaw. Like there's nothing to this. Isn't robots. We're nowhere close to actually like aside from like some of the stuff that what's the other place? Boston Dynamics. There's another company too. I forget what they're called, but they have robots that can like actually walk and go upstairs and stuff like that. Like this kind of stuff isn't impressive anymore. Like a Discovery Channel special back in like the early 2000s, this would have been like really impressive. Like we would have been like, oh my God, that man has created RoboCop. But now that's just kind of like, okay, we're talking about like, stuff from a decade ago. Like we're not even talking circa, 2020 plus. It's depressing. 9 years ago. Yeah. Here, I'll show you. Wait, wrong thing. Here. The man who made a robot version of himself in 2006, Japanese engineer I can't read it from back here. Ishiguro shocked the world by creating an Android copy of himself, the Geminoid HI-1. 2006, right? It's 2025 now, right? Oh, oh my God. Can you guys tell I'm good at math? This is why I'm the art teacher. 19 years ago. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, that's the same garbage. In 2006, engineer, like this is from ages ago. That's why it's not impressive. This guy, oh, look, I got the robot that looks like me. I have been teaching robotics recently here with programming, and I see the interest in young kids thinking out of the box. I feel Japan. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree, Chip. It's something like my son here, he's into stuff like this. He wants to learn more about stuff like this. He's into programming, I don't know if he's into like robotics, is a totally different aspect, but he's definitely into like building technology type stuff, but I know, maybe this guy is like a super genius. Maybe he's got like something new that we haven't seen yet, but showing me this is like really a bummer. It's a bummer because it's been around for so long. It's like, well, what's the other thing Japan always talks about? How they're going to build an elevator that goes all the way to the moon. Like that's been around since 1950 that they've been talking about. We're going to build an elevator go to the moon. All right. Okay. It's like that tech wall that they want to build in Saudi Arabia, right? Like that's never going to get built, right? Why are we talking to this guy? There's got to be someone who's got something more futuristic than this. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Tell me I'm crazy. It's okay. If I'm crazy, it's okay. This week I watched the project from my country on TV. We were going to sell fish. Honestly, they should just hire a YouTuber to promote the restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would actually do a lot better. Um, Man, this looks bad. This doesn't just look bad. This is like kind of really depressing. You see how I just went on that rant that like Japan doesn't catch up with technology? Like the website alone. Tickets, there's tickets. How much do the tickets cost? Now this is a little bit better here. That's a little nicer looking. Okay, ticket information. Purchase tickets. How much do they cost? Click here to purchase tickets. What? Can you just give me like a price for tickets? I don't want to start. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to give. Event information. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? But how much does it cost? Paredo. Under the midnight rainbow. This looks cool. This looks bad. Why? Is it just not loaded? Why would you just put in like typed out text and not the company's logo? Like Meiji, like people know who Meiji is. Shall the playist sprunky? What is that? That's interesting because people who have a whole philosophy over incremental improvement cannot build marginally better website. Yeah, dude, this is bad. Physical twins concept video. The conceptual video of the organizer events Physical Twins. Physical Twin Symphony, harmonizing humanity and technology. All right, so this is actually like is this some of the stuff they're actually gonna? National Day and Special Day Calendar. Okay, but what is, I can't click on anything? Okay. I'd like to click on it to see what the country's offering for the day. Nothing's a hot link? Ticket information. Here we go. Let's see how much it costs. No, it just loops us back here. Admission tickets purchase guide. Maybe this has it. Oh, well, okay. It took a while to go to. Okay. Step 1, before purchasing tickets, register for your Expo ID. Okay, that's fine. Click here to purchase tickets. Purchasing tickets. Click here to purchase tickets. And makes you want to give them information. I'm not going to do that. All right, let's go to frequently asked questions. When can I buy tickets? Is there an early bird discount? Maybe that'll give us ticket prices. One-day tickets are 20% off at 6,000 yen. That's expensive. Super early discount, 10%. Wait, what? One-day ticket. A super early bird discount, 10% off at 6,700 yen from October 7th, 2024 to April 12th, 2025. Okay, so okay. So that's the reduced price. So we're looking at about 7,000 yen. What is the opening ticket? Wait, what? One admission from prices are 4,000 yen for adults, 200 yen for youths, and 1,000 yen for children. A ticket that allows one. Whoa. What is a night ticket? 3,700 yen. What are all these weird tickets? Wow, season pass. Sanman? What is it? What do you get for Sanman? That better be fucking incredible. That's a good question, Anne. Hey, don't be scratching my chair, Bubby. You want to come up here, you can, but I don't want claws in my leather chair, buddy. Is it, how to purchase, okay, regarding the Expo, do I need to change my profile, proxy registration? What if I'm under 16? I have found scout tickets. Regarding reservation, regarding admission. I don't know, man. It's pretty confusing what I would get to see for tickets that expensive. And I'm sorry, I don't think they talk about accessibility anywhere. I don't see it. Am I wrong? Is there a search engine Imagine that, having a search engine on your FAQ. That'd be crazy, right? If I could just type it in and imagine just having a search engine at the top of the screen. Eh? One trust. Oh my God. Hmm. Oh, right there. Can you guys see it? That's what the mascot looks like. Herpes simplex 2. That's the theme. Herpes. Why? I am interested, Unrested Family, that what are things you guys like or love about Japan, and do you see any ways Japan can improve those things? Also, what people dislike about things here and how Japan can improve those areas at a rapid pace. I mean, there is a ton I love about Japan. That's what I was just talking about, where like transportation is amazing, customer service is amazing. Um, Convenience, the convenience of everything, being all located. I like the fact that residential and business areas are zoned in the same area. You'd be surprised how much that doesn't exist in America. Um, but I mean, how can they rapidly? I think I would worry more about how Japan could change things, because I don't ever see Japan rapidly change anything. The only time I see something rapidly change in a physical manner is when construction crews are like getting a new building knocked down and a new building put up. Um, Policies, um, work culture, um, actual technological changes that assist everything from the disabled to the elderly. I don't really see those things change that fast. Um, Japan really isn't known for rapid changes. Um, and that's what's kind of got me worried about the future of Japan. Um, Maybe, yeah, you might have to call. I'm back. Welcome back, Milla from Sprunky. I just had a tooth fall out 2 minutes ago. Oh, you put it under your pillow. The tooth fairy is gonna bring you some lucky coins. Maybe you can get 25 cents for the gotcha machine. Um, I caught up in a Monster Hunter and didn't realize. No, Eric, it's okay, dude. I just kind of like sprung this stream on everybody. Um, I was really lazy and I didn't make a post or anything. And I didn't jump onto Discord either. I was just kind of like, I was sitting around, I was drawing. I was like, oh my God, look at the time. All right, I guess I better jump on. And that's what I did. Like I jumped on here mostly just to like do an FAQ for anybody who wanted to jump on. But we got into a discussion, which great topic brought up by Chiptooth, the 2025 Expo, because we're talking about change for Japan. Like we're talking about what things could change. I mean, Chiptooth, the one big change I think would blast Japan into the modern era is ethically treating their workers so that they have a work-life balance that allows them to, number one, think about starting a family, number two, enjoy starting a family, and number three, being able to spend time with that family. These people work so hard, right? Imagine working all day for a house you barely go home to, working all day for a family you barely get to see, working all day for a son or a daughter, or maybe both, or maybe a full family that you never get to see grow up. And then wonder why population continues to decrease. Like, why the next generation doesn't want to take on these lifetime jobs that, they're sustainable for as far as like making a living, but they're not sustainable for starting a family because you never get to see that family. The youth of today are not invigorated to begin a career that blacks out any calendar days for them to enjoy the growth of a family, the nurturing of a relationship long term, and the products which the money from these jobs can buy, but which you never get to enjoy. Buy that big house, purchase that condo, fill it with stuff you love, but you never get to see it. You never get to see the people in it. You never get to enjoy the stuff you have in there. It makes no sense. Have you seen Paulo from? Yeah. He mostly shows what it's like to work certain jobs. Yeah. I've watched a lot of his stuff. It's very good. His stuff is excellent. I think he does a great job. I think what I really like about him is he shows a lot of jobs that women work too. And he also shows the fact that there's a lot of jobs in Japan that I think in America always talks about that it's very progressive, like women and men can work the same jobs. But I think Japan is possibly more progressive in the sense that it's not even seen as odd for women to be in some of these jobs, such as auto mechanic, taxi driver, and construction worker. Those are jobs I have rarely seen women get into in America, right? But he's followed women who do that. And I applaud him for that. And I also applaud him for being very honest, very forthcoming with not trying to always paint a pretty picture and be like, look at this awesome job. They're so happy to work it. He shows like kind of like the rush of their life of how like it's nonstop, the late hours they work and stuff like that. He doesn't try to make excuses and he doesn't try to sugarcoat it. He says like, yeah, they're going to be working some long hours. This person will be here till then. That doesn't leave a lot of time for this. She struggles with these kind of things, or he or she does not have time to pick up their kids at this point, so they hire a service to do it and things like that. And that's some stuff like Japan's really got to like wrangle. They got to pull that stuff in. They got to, really reel it in and get real with the fact that the next generation refuses to take this. The late Shinzo Abe was the last person I don't think I've seen someone since him try to get a grip on this and like I think he actually did realize, he's like, oh, this is bad, guys. Like our population is plummeting and this new generation isn't taking on these jobs because they don't want to work till 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night and catch the last train home. Maybe, and like, just hear me out, guys, hear me out. We should just work till like 5:30, like a lot of other countries do, where like the workday has a termination point at 8 hours. It seems to be working for these other countries. Let's take a look. Recently, Germany. Give me just a second here. I'm going to put in something new for the window. Germany recently went ahead. They pulled ahead of Japan as far as their GDP is concerned, and Japan has now dropped down to fourth on the rung. Let's see what the average work day is like there. Germany, average work week. According to the German Federal Statistic Office, the average work week in Germany is around 34.3 hours. This means most full-time employees work between 36 to 40 hours per week, typically spread across 5 days from Monday to Friday. The average workday starts between 8 and 9 and finishes between 5 to 6. World expos are usually cool. It'll just depend on what kind of products and ideas each country is trying to trade with Japan. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think it is cool, but I wish the site was like less abstract, especially with prices like that. Like, that's no joke. Those prices are pretty high. Sanman for a seasonal pass? What do I get for that? 6,000 yen for 1 day pass? Well, what do I get for that? Like, what am I seeing? I mean, I've got to log in before I can find out everything. I don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's like a big hit. Maybe people are really excited about it. Chiptooth, what's the what would you say is the consensus? Like, what would you say is like the feeling around you? And maybe just like, I'm not saying like, your family or maybe your workplace, but just in general, what is the buzz? Like, do people seem excited about the expo? Are they talking about like, I can't wait to go there. This is going to be fun. I've already bought tickets. Or is it just kind of like, what's that? What is this? Oh yeah, I'm not going to that. Would you say it's like kind of, or some maybe somewhere in between that? Like it's kind of a, oh yeah, maybe I'll go. I don't know. Like, is the hype kind of average? Would you say the hype is like, high level? People are like, oh man, I can't wait for the expo, or people kind of like, no, no, thank you, or like it's just kind of like some people know about it, some people don't. I actually was there when they had like a little parade go down the street with that. No, they don't. No one wants to go? Nobody cares about the expo. I guess it's weird. Wait, HT, are you there in Japan too? Below average. Wow. And I mean, I don't know, like maybe because I'm not there right now, I'm not fully understanding. Like maybe there's like ads on TV, or maybe they're talking about it on news clips or something like that, where it's giving a more detailed idea about what's going to happen there. Is it that people aren't excited about like the things that are happening, are going to happen there, are going to be put on show? Or is that like it's as unclear as it is for me right now trying to look at the website? Um, is it as unclear for me as it is for the Japanese out there? Because I mean, I'm going to be honest, just looking at that website, I don't have a damn clue. They want to go, but are still unsure about what they are going to get out of it. Okay, so uh, it's the same problem. Like I really like. We watched a few videos. We went to multiple pages. We went to the page that said it was the page that tells us about the purpose of it, but they got food. Hex. That's right. I remember that. Osaka's got food. Well, I don't understand. Why wouldn't they want to go? Hey, in all fairness, Osaka's food is freaking amazing. Like Osaka has incredible food. In general, Japan's food is just outrageously good. Don't knock it till you're there. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are Hex, but Hex, I like how you keep bringing that up. You're cracking me up, bud. Wow. So it is like really okay, cool, but what are we talking about here? That's weird too, because like usually I feel like usually when Japan has some kind of expo going on, they just come out and straight say it. Like they're just like, come here if you want to see this, right? Like it makes me wonder who's running it. Maybe it's just someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Osaka is the best. I love Osaka. I absolutely love Osaka. By the way, I don't know if you heard I was talking about, I don't know, maybe I think I only talked about it in my members video, but anyway, I'll talk about it here. I started Japanese lessons again. I've been taking I'm 3 weeks in. I got my own personal tutor, and I've been and I recently got asked the question by my tutor because I practiced doing questions to be able to get my tango, my vocabulary, up to like an adult level. Because oftentimes I still sound like an elementary school kid when I speak. She asked me the question of like, which do you like better, Osaka or Tokyo? Why do you like Osaka people better than Tokyo people? And I said, if you went and asked directions from a person in Tokyo, They either quickly give you the directions and then hustle, or they just give you a cold shoulder and not answer you at all. Tsumitai. Um, and then I said, and if you ask the Osaka person, they would not just tell you the directions, they'd walk with you as they gave you the directions and also tell you about sales going on in the area. And yeah, just so you know, like nobody, I don't want anybody to expect anything more than what they get from me. I'm just learning how to speak better, speak well. Sometimes my grammar, my tutor says I'm not as bad as I think I am, but I think she's just being the typical nice Japanese person, like Nihongo wa jouzu. No, she's not that bad. She's not that bad, but I think she's just trying to keep me motivated, which I am. Like, she's awesome. She's an elementary English teacher, and she's just doing it's Preply. Preply is the app that I'm using. I'm not sponsored. This isn't a sponsorship, but pretty much you can look for somebody who will teach you at the hours you want to be taught, and like the prices are crazy low. My lessons are $9 for a 1 hour lesson. It's crazy cheap. But man, Japan, what are you doing? Osaka, what are you doing? Who's the mayor in Osaka now? Did we lose that other guy? Like, what was his name? Yamamoto? Wasn't that the old mayor? Who was the old mayor who had like 13 kids? That guy was awesome. Um, what was his name? That guy was like hardcore. I like the fact that he found out like people had been fired from government work because they had like small tattoos or anything like that. He was like, dude, hire all those people back. That's ridiculous. Why would you fire someone for a small tattoo nobody can see? If you guys don't know about that, it was a big scandal where they went around asking people to show if they had any tattoos whatsoever. And there'd be like, some people who got like a tramp stamp or just like a little tiny coin-sized tattoo on their arm that no one's ever seen because you don't walk around work naked. And those people actually got like fired on the spot for that. And I remember I was going to a Matsuri in Umeda, and there was government officials who were like working for the government, and off work, they were having a petition signed to hire those people back. They're like, hey, can you sign this? You look like you're like really for tattoos. And I was like, yeah, of course, man, I'll sign it. By the way, this is fucking Choto Hanashi. All right, it's a little bit, okay, not sure what you've been talking about, but just joined. Didn't you say you were talking about transhumanism? That we did talk about that last week. We did talk about that. We got into this big discussion about, I guess, sort of like Sisyphean of if you keep replacing stuff on a human, at what point do they stop being that human? We also talked about the introduction of AI into a little bit of everything, and if singularity is going to merge the human race or destroy the human race. It was really interesting. Those are topics I love to talk about all the time. Currently, oh, Yokoyama, is that the guy with like 13 kids? I can't keep up with it. I don't pay as much attention because oh, that was Hashimoto. Sorry. That guy was hardcore. I really liked him when he was mayor. He also made like our utilities way cheaper because he merged a bunch of different districts. He was a cool guy. He was actually really looking out for the common people. Yeah, this conversation today, we were just talking about the Osaka Expo. And we were kind of disappointed to see there was a little bit of robotics talk going on where we talked about, is this video still up here? No, it's not up here anymore. Dang it. I must have closed the window. There, we were talking about this guy. And they're like, this guy's going to be at the show at the Osaka Expo. And like his big advertisement was showing this robot he made back in 2006, and I was like, really? This is what people. This is like their big. Hey guys, we got the future here, because that's literally what the theme of the expo is, of the 2025 Osaka Expo. They're like, future of society. It's here. Robots that look like people, but they're robots. Truly, this is the cyberpunk future you always imagined. Ay, 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 ay. That is disappointing. I was hoping they'd have something more futuristic, like actually futuristic. Let me see if they have anything else. Kabukuro. There's like music stuff. Is this that? Oh, Takarazuka. Takarazuka's cool, man. That's a badass like high school. Takarazuka company, like the females who dress up to play male roles and stuff like that. That's a hard. I heard that high school's like freaking really hardcore. Like you really got to be the best of the best of the best to get in there. Like if you want to do ballet or you want to do like music or like you have to like train from when you're a little kid. I used to always see advertisements for it on my way out to Kobe to work in Shukugawa. It was really interesting. Learned a lot of history about that high school. Designing the future society of our lives. Here we go, guys. Get ready to learn about it. Why does the volume always turn to max?
The world faces various problems on a global scale. Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai will serve as a venue to design a sustainable future society by assembling knowledge from across the globe to address the world's problems. Let's make a world where everyone can enjoy long, healthy lives without worrying about water, food, or sanitation. Let's make a future where everyone can demonstrate their unique skills by envisioning the way we work and educate children.
So they have like, they're showing, accessibility ramps and stuff like that, but there's no accessibility information in the FAQ for purchasing tickets there. Great.
In an era of robotics and AI, let's create a world where diverse people can coexist by exploring how to build cities and communities where cross-cultural understanding is fostered. Through these focus areas, the Expo will contribute to the achievement of the SDGs with the aim of laying a foundation for the future beyond 2030, beyond the SDGs. Backed by sophisticated technological prowess founded on the vision of Society 5.0, Japan is already working to solve global issues.
We're going to go look up Society 5.0 after.
Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai will expand the scope of these efforts to the wider world. It will become the people's living...
What the hell? Nuno says, just checked out. My country invested 21 million in the Expo. The project was only announced last month. Guys, this starts in April. Usually Japan announces stuff like way in it. I don't get it. They hired a famous Japanese architect to design a building themed around ropes. Okay, I shouldn't say it. That completes my weekly dose of PF corporate fluff. Just disgusting. Yeah, dude, this is all it is. It's just like virtue signaling words. Like we want people to be able to drink water. We want people to be able to eat everywhere. We want them to have a long, healthy life. Great. Okay, I don't think anybody wants this, like, no one's like, I can't wait for everyone to be dehydrated, starving, and death, coming early for all these people. Nobody, this is just like general basic stuff that everybody wishes for. Our trades, our themes on ocean. Our theme is ocean trade. Is that why ropes? Okay, Society 5.0. Here we go. Thank you, Chip. Here we go, guys. Society 5.0. Get ready. What is Society 5.0? The vision of the future society that Japan should strive towards that follows the eras of hunting of the hunting society, agriculture society. Each of these a 1 point. Hunting society. Agriculture society makes sense. Industrial society 3. Information society 4. And the 5th, Science and Technology Basic Plan, Cabinet Decision of January 22, 2016. Society 5.0 was first proposed as a human-centered society in which economic development and the resolution of social issues are compatible with each other through a highly integrated system of cyberspace and physical space. I like just throwing the word cyberspace out there. It's like the early 1990s word for the internet. If you guys ever thought about surfing through cyberspace, let me tell you, technology's wild out there. Cyberspace. What are we, William Gibson in The Neuromancer? In order to embody and bring into reality the concept of Society 5.0 presented in the 5th Science and Technological Basic Plan, this 6th Science, Technology and Innovation Basic Plan, Cabinet Decision, March 26, 2021, depicts Society 5.0 as a society that is sustainable and resilient against threats and unpredictable and uncertain situations that ensure the safety and security of people and individuals to realize diverse well-being. What is necessary to realizing Society 5.0? It is necessary for the 6th Basic Plan to embody Science 5. It is necessary for the 6th Basic Plan to embody Society 5.0, which is proposed in the 5th Basic Plan. This is the worst. Who wrote this? Kill them. Sorry, don't kill them in Minecraft or Fortnite. Not in real life. This is horribly written. A human-centered society in which economic development and the resolution of social issues are compatible with each other through a highly integrated system of cyberspace. And we're just repeating the same shit. What is it? In light of domestic and international change, you literally just repeated everything you just said in the transformation into sustainable and resilient society through the fusion of cyberspace. Are we literally just repeating am I crazy? Does this not just sound like we're saying the same sentence over and over again and rewording it? The key to achieving Society 5.0 is the fusion of cyberspace and physical space and the values of human-centered society. What the fuck are you trying to say? In Society 5.0, every element of society will be built as a digital twin. Okay, wait, I'm going to read this again. What? In Society 5.0, every element of society will be built as a digital twin 23 in cyberspace. What the fuck is a twin 23? Give me a second. Like, what if you're writing this for someone first learning about this 5.0, why would you assume they know what the hell a twin 23 is? A twin 23 is a company that works on projects involving cloud computing, computer vision, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. They also have a smart access and monitoring. So that's a company. Is that the name of the company? Yeah, it's the name. Wait. Is Crunchbase the name of the company? No, Twin 23 is the name of the company. How would we know that? Who is this written for? Will be built as a digital twin 23. But why isn't it capitalized if it's a company? Is it? Okay. restructured in terms of systems, business design, and urban regional development, and then reflected in physical space to transform society. That says, this is just like word salad. By incorporating the human-centered values into these new processes, we will encourage individual Japanese citizens and citizens of the world to play a central role in decision-making, and society will change. That doesn't even make sense. What? By incorporating the human-centered values into these new processes, we will encourage individual Japanese citizens and citizens of the world to play a central role in decision-making, and society will change flexibility and expeditiously into a better shape. That says nothing. Like who is this for? Who, like if a really dumb person read this, they wouldn't understand what it's talking about. You know, I'm not the most intelligent person ever. I don't know what a twin 23 is. I'm semi-computer literate. I believe myself to be pretty computer literate, pretty like up to date on technological advances throughout the world. None of this makes any sense. None of this is telling me anything. Am I crazy? I mean, this just sounds like word salad bullshit. Like, you know what sounds good? A physical society merging with a cyberspace society. Guys, does that sound good? Should I write that down? Like what? Creation of knowledge is the source of value creation by designing a new society. In transitioning to a society 5.0 in order to respond to the ELSI that arises, what is the ELSI? Why are all these esoteric words that are like nobody knows what any of this stuff is? That arises when new technologies are utilized in society. It is necessary to have panoramic perspective and to build a system that enables the utilization of convergence knowledge. Sogochi. What is that, like the Romaji for the kanji involved? That includes not only the natural sciences, but the humanities and social sciences. Oh, here we go. We defined what that is at the bottom. Okay, ELSI, ethical, legal, and social implication issues. Ethical, legal, and social implications / issues. I still don't understand anything. Developing human resources to support. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This, like, I'm like literally like going brain dead reading this stuff. Has anybody listening, like, do you feel like you understand better what Society 5.0 is? Like, is there anything I read here that you feel like, oh, like that's a pretty concrete objective? Cross-Ministerial Strategic Innovation Promotion Program, SIP. You know, good old SIP. In pursuit of realizing Society 5.0, we are backcasting? A strategic planning method that involves envisioning a desirable future, okay, and setting up issues that are important for solving social problems and competitiveness of the Japanese economy and industry, and promoting research and development, which is essential for cooperation between government office and ministries, from basic research to social implementation in an integrated manner. And this is just bullshit. Yeah, this is just like nothing. Hey, what's up, Sig? Welcome. 5.0. Well, like I don't understand why it's called 5.0. Like there's like calling it the 5 implements of society makes sense, because the other ones, number 1 is hunting culture, number 2 is agriculture. Like these are things that are part of a society, and I guess you would say like basic civilization, but there's not like a 1.5, there's not a 2.3. So I don't understand why we have a 5.0. What is that? Why? Is it to sound cool? But it's technological, so you got to put like a 0.0. What are we doing here? I feel like this was all just like made up overnight. Moonshot R&D programming, aiming at creating destructive innovation organization in Japan, challenging R&D. Moonshot is promoted based on audacious ideas which are not found in the extension of conventional technologies, with ambitious goals being set, innovative research and develop gathering wisdom and insight from all over the world while allowing failures. That doesn't sound good. Creating destructive innovation? Is what? No. Education and development of human resources, recognizing that diversity, fairness, and individual dignity and varied well-being are varied well-being sounds like a cop-out, like are at the core of Society 5.0. We are advancing initiatives to promote education and the development of human resource policies throughout society. It says this is made to encourage a great change, a great societal change encompassing all of Japan. I'm just trying to see like if it actually like brings to light, like if it's actually gonna like say here's some problems Japan is facing and some ideas we have. No, this is all just like bullshit. I swear to God, it's just like the same stuff over and over again. Here we go. Finally, in Japan, the most pressing issues are energy, resources, food limitations, a declining birth rate, an aging population, and the impoverished rural economies and communities. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Seems like everyone is after everything, even turning August 6th into a holiday in the U.S. If Japan were into Mexico. If Japan were into Mexico? I don't I don't know if that's I don't think any of that really connects to this. We're just talking about the 2025 Osaka Expo. Why don't you go to Grok redacted, Chat GPT redacted, or DeepSeek and ask it a question that we ask in the chat? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Okay, we can do that. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'll do that in just a second. There is a, okay. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I want to bring this over here. Hold on. I'm like, it's on my third monitor, which is kind of far away. Okay, give me a second here. Hold on. I want to make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, I see. When I close it down, you're seeing. Okay. Okay, you can see the full thing. I gotta make it, I gotta shrink it a little bit so I can at least see chat. Give me a second here. There we go. Okay, you can see it all. Whoa, 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 whoa. My middle monitor, everything always wants to like lock to the edges. In Japan, the most pressing issues are, okay, wait, we got that. In particular, the importance of stable and inexpensive supplies of energy and resources in supporting the basics of our economy and society, once again highlighted in the Great East Japan earthquake. Additionally, the increasing social security costs that come with the progression of aging and society deteriorating infrastructure of our increasing social costs and becoming a major constraint to upholding and improving our economy as well as the living standards of our citizens. Furthermore, there is a demand for appropriate responses to the risk of large-scale earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and natural disasters, as well as changes in Japan's security environment, need to increase the resilience of our land and social functions. It should also be noted the reconstruction of the Great East Japan earthquake is still a work in progress. Efforts must be made to stay its course. All right, that's great, but what do we? Okay, we know Japan has all these problems, but what are the ideas? Looking for international global issues abound. The world population continues to increase, and food and water resources are becoming increasingly deficient. Is that true everywhere? Because I thought many countries have a declining birth rate. I think even America has a declining birth rate. What about Europe? And well, I can't just say all of Europe, but from what I understand, like most countries in Europe are also have a declining birth rate. And environmental issues such as climate change, reduced biodiversity as nations become more and more interdependent, Japan must actively contribute to the global framework for handling such issues. And as a developed country, make proactive contributions in doing so to make symbol disseminate internet. Okay. We understand that they need to do this, but what are they going to actually do? Are you going to the Osaka, Japan? I'm going to Osaka, Japan. Yeah, I'll be there in what did I say? Like in 3 months? I'll be there soon. Mexican culture, just to say their U.S. turning. Oh no, okay. 6 into a holiday the day that the U.S. dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Is that? I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard about all this. Is it really the two things connected? Like, is that? I mean, I don't think Japan. I mean, love him or hate him, I don't think Trump would do something to become contentious with Japan. I think, in general, Japan and Trump are like on. That I think they get along, right? From what I understand, like he had nothing but a great meeting with Shigeru recently, where they're selling Japan's SDF a bunch of military technology, if I'm correct. I don't think they would be like, okay, after we sold them all that stuff, let's do a really disrespectful holiday. Scott, if a YouTuber comes to Japan on 90 days visa, makes good money with views on Japan videos with Japanese viewers, goes back to Korea to renew the visa and comes back doing the same thing for a year, did he cheat the system? No, he didn't cheat the system. If you're on a 90s day, why can't I talk? A 90-day tourist visa, you don't need to pay taxes. Why would you need to pay taxes? You didn't get any kind of permanent visa. You didn't work a job in Japan. Your YouTube channel would be based in the country that you started it in. So you need to pay taxes on in your country on your YouTube channel. I mean, I think everybody understands this, right? And then, you go to Korea, you can renew your visa and come back. There's people who do that all the time. Europe as well. Yeah, Europe's got a declining birth rate, right? Of course, too, all because of one damn president. Okay. Wait, so you're saying Donald Trump is making a holiday to mock the bombing of Hiroshima? I don't know if I would believe that. I mean, I'm not a massive Trump fan over here, but I also I don't think he would go out of his way to mock the bombing of Hiroshima. A pariah state worldwide, I wouldn't hold it past him to do such things. Okay. I'd be really shocked. You'd have to really give me like extreme extreme accusations like that need extreme evidence. I would have to definitely see some, like, I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Trump fan. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala either. I really don't trust either party. At the same time, I don't think Japan holds a lot of hate for Japan. I mean, I don't think America holds a lot of hate for Japan. I think two countries get along pretty well. We got like 13 different bases in Okinawa. We've got bases out in Yokohama. We collaborate with the SDF all the time. We run tons of drills and everything with them. are about to sell Japan a massive load of military hardware, vehicles, and all kinds of stuff. I I don't think I mean, it sounds like a conspiracy theory to me. Like I've never heard of such a thing. YouTuber did the same thing with Korea. Nick Travels and Korean immigration blocked him and told him he broke the law. Well, wait, I don't understand. What was he trying to do? They argue it is a job and he needs digital nomad visa to pay taxes. Where? In Japan or in Korea? I know what the digital nomad visa is, and that doesn't fall under the digital nomad visa. He doesn't have a bank account. If he doesn't have a bank account in the country, then his money's not stored there. That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of such. I'll have to look into this Nick Travel situation. Is South Korea claiming that he's scamming South Korea? Or are they saying he's scamming Japan? Because I can't imagine South Korea being upset that Japan didn't get taxes paid. That doesn't make any sense. How would they even know? The last one was bad. Sorry. Ask what is the difference between a pony and a horse? What's the difference between a pony and a horse? Hey, Casey, welcome to the stream. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm telling you. No, I didn't think you were a Trump fan either, Embargo Man. I didn't. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm telling you that when with the ban on abortion, the U.S. is giving a decline birth rate. I'm having trouble reading your stuff, bud. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm telling you that when with the ban on abortion, the U.S. is giving a decline. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think America's birth rate is declining. Let me get this out of here for just a second. Okay, give me a second here. I believe it is declining. Yes, the birth rate in the United States has been declining for years, and in 2023, it reached its new record low. Yeah, I know. I completely agree with you, man. Now you need a visa to enter Mexico if you are a U.S. citizen. Did you not need a visa before? I thought you would always need a visa to enter any country that's. Did you not need a visa to enter Mexico? U.S. citizens don't need a visa to enter Mexico for tourism or transit stays of up to 180 days. Oh, it's like the same as Japan. However, you do need a Mexican tourist card, also known as FMM. Yeah, it's the same thing in Japan. You don't need to get a visa to go there if you're just doing the tourist visa. No, Japan wouldn't do that. That sounds like a totally South Korean thing. This guy did it in South Korea. I've heard of South Korea doing some really sketchy stuff sometimes. There was one guy who, and I'm not saying this is great, but apparently like he filmed him and his girlfriend doing the naughty, right? You know what I mean when I say that. And the equivalent to the TSA went through his camera as he went through security to leave South Korea, and they arrested him for creating porn in Korea and like put him in jail because apparently like it's illegal to create porn or something like that. I thought that was I was like, is that like that's another South Korea does some stuff that's kind of really kooky compared to Japan. You can't really compare the two countries. If Japan could do the same, if the YouTuber clearly leaves every 3 months, comes same day with tourist visa renew and streams blogs, getting donations from Japanese. Yeah, but okay, it wouldn't matter if Japanese people donated to him. It goes into wherever his bank account and his YouTube channel is. Like, you get taxed on your YouTube channel in the country you created the YouTube channel. Does that make sense? Also, the money that you get from Japanese people wouldn't matter where you were when you got the money. I get people's money from all over the world when it comes to memberships on my channel, but I don't need to register taxes with every single country that does that because my YouTube channel is based in America and I get a W-2 form from California where I guess the headquarters of YouTube are located. I don't think, I mean, I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, I did YouTube in Japan for how many years and I never had them, ask for a bunch of taxes because my channel was started when I was in America. When I visited Mexico in 2016, I didn't need a visa. I was there for only a few days. Yeah, I mean, according to what I just searched up, it says you don't need a visa. Unless it changed, I mean, oh, here we go. No, you just need the FMM card. That's all it asks for. As of February 2025. That's the most recent update on this. Okay, according to this, and this is, where are we seeing this from? Let me check where the travel.gov. This is according to the official government website for traveling to Mexico. The YouTube license is worldwide, only taxed in country of origin. No. It's taxed in the country that you started the channel in. Does that make sense? So if you register when you first start it and they ask you like what country are you starting in, that's the one that's going to tax you. As far as I know, I don't know. I've only had my channel in America. As far as I know, I only had to pay tax, but I never made enough money to have to pay taxes on it. Like I've never made a large size, like make like a couple $100s every month off of my channel. And if you fall below a certain line, you don't even have to worry about registering it. I guess you'd have to ask somebody who's actually popular. I'm a nobody. So I don't know. I guess my answer is kind of moot. I know it's not illegal what he did, but South Korea, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like South Koreans' immigration being sketchy as hell, dude. Yeah. He's probably flagged. Oh, okay. I mean, do you know about the story of Eat Your Kimchi, about why they left South Korea and started making their videos in Japan instead? The government totally screwed with them. They came into their studios and just started tearing it apart and like looking to see if they were like hiding drugs, if they weren't paying taxes, like all this. They accused them of all this stuff. They found nothing, of course, because they are literally just doing videos in South Korea, constantly talking about how much they love everything in South Korea. And that was kind of like they had dealt with problems before in the past, and that was like the last push over the edge for them to be like, okay, screw this, screw trying to make videos here. We're going to just be harassed. Like, we'll go to another country. Did you ever notice if Mexico gets along with South Korea and forms a docdo? I don't know what a docdo is. Korea land. What? Is it? Embargo Man, are you running this through like a translator, like a machine translation? Because it's not really. Informs a docto is Korea land flash mob, and then Guinness World Records has a world map with. Buddy, you're not making any sense here. It's not really. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just not really making sense of what you're asking or saying. Call the Sea of Japan EC. Never heard of it. Same to what Gulf of Okay. I mean, I don't. to me, the whole changing Gulf of Mexico to Gulf America thing, I think it's silly. I feel like it's kind of a non-issue. Like, am I for it? No. Am I against it? No. I honestly don't care. It doesn't really affect the world. Does it? Like, does anything change after they change that name? Does it seem like a provocation by Trump? Yeah, I think so. I think he's being provocative by doing that. Does it actually affect anything? I don't think so. If someone can tell me, like, does that affect actual anything as far as like economies, trade, anything? If it does, let me know. But as far as I know, he's like literally just changing words on a map. I mean, if that's all that happens, who cares? Is it? I mean, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong here, guy? Like, tell me. Like, if it's like, oh no, now actually any ship going through there gets taxed this way because it's considered American waters or something. Like, if that's true, let me know. Lian Court Rocks. Well, I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be right back. It didn't bring down the price of eggs. Anyway, I'm not really sure what your embargo, man. I'm just confused. I'm not really sure what you're trying to get across here. At the end of the day, it's still a body of water. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, like I get it why people are like kind of provoked or kind of upset, but I mean, people ask me like, what are your thoughts on that? I'm just kind of, I don't care. I mean, if it doesn't really affect human lives, like, if it just affects like, I guess emotions over bodies of water, feels like a non-issue. I know. Okay, Mr. Boot, I know. I understand what you're saying. Oh, what's up? What's up, bud? What did you get? Let me see.
I got a dragon.
Oh, dang. Is this the dragon that like just came?
No, it's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret?
Yeah.
That thing looks sick, man.
Oh yeah, I love that too. He got a brick type.
Whoa. I was wondering about that. I was like, why does his look a little different? Well, that's cool, man. Oh, that's why. So it changes what you get? Oh, dang. That thing looks sick, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Casey, I agree with you. Like changing the name of something doesn't really help anyone. It doesn't really hurt though, right? I mean, does it hurt anyone either? Like, does it? I'm being serious when I say like, does it really affect like any industry, any economies for anybody? Like, I mean, there might be some like nautical law I don't know about. Yeah, I'm a bit of a change of topic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A bit of a change of topic. In 2022, I went to Japan on our honeymoon with my wife. I was looking for a place by the beach to spend a few days, and we found a pretty little town, Tomo Nauru. My pronunciation on this is bullshit. Tomo Naura. Okay. I was quite surprised to see no local tourists, no bars or restaurants, especially since there's a large city nearby. The place is stunning. Do Japanese not enjoy going to walks, grabbing a drink by the beach, or these kind of things? Thanks. Ah. First of all, Mauro, Arigato. Thank you for changing the subject. I really appreciate it. Um, so, um, the way you and I would go out to the beach just casually, I would say Japan is a little bit different in the sense that they do get way more prepped. So like it's kind of a big deal to go out there. Aside from like Okinawa. Like in Okinawa, I think they would just kind of like wander out of their apartment and just go down there kind of normally in the same way you and I would in America, as far as like, hey, I got my shorts on, I'm barefoot, and wander down even with my t-shirt off, and just kind of splash around in the shore, enjoy it, sit out there, have a long look at the sun rise or the sun going down. Um, Beautiful, love it. I saw that in Okinawa. When I went to the beach anywhere else, the Japanese would go out there with like a full set of clothes on, and it always kind of blew my mind. And I'm not saying like they wore like jeans into the water. I'm saying like they would wear like full wetsuits, like long sleeve rash guards and long pants rash suits. And like even women, they'd wear like a bikini, and then they'd have like a wetsuit thing underneath the bikini, which was very strange. They'd also wear like kind of like the hat, the big visor hat that would like block out the sun, and then sunglasses, and some of them would even have like the arm things on. They would wear water socks into the water too. And this is what at Ishigaki, and there's like a hotel out at Ishigaki, and another one at damn it, I can never remember the name. It's out near Phuket, like nearly on the edge. Um, Damn, I can't remember. It's like a micro island I went to. It's like just for tourists. And all the tourists there, like my wife and I, we went out there in just bathing suits. And as I'm walking out there, like, first of all, they had where you could go out to the beach netted off, like blocked off in a square. They're like, here's where the ocean is to go check out. And I'm like, oh, just here? And they're like, yeah, this is the only place that's safe. And I was like, what, is there like sharks and stuff? And they're like, no, but we just don't want anything wandering in. I was like, okay. Then I walk past, and this is like at a like kind of a villa you could rent out, and it was beautiful, it was lovely. But as I'm going out to the beach, the guy stops me, and he, the guy who's like kind of the lifeguard type person, he's like, "Hey, before you go out there, you sure you don't want to rent like some water socks?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "There's like not coral out there, is there?" And he's like, "No, there's no coral. I don't need water socks. I mean, I grew up in Florida, so I kind of know the beach." And he's like, "Well, what about like a wetsuit? No, you want to put on a wetsuit because you just got like a bathing suit on?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Yeah, but what about your tattoos? Like, won't it mess up your tattoos?" And I was like, "What? No." And he asked like, "Do you want goggles? Do you want like floaties?" I don't know if like he got a commission on me renting something, but I was just like, I'm got my bathing suit. That's all you need for water. I mean, I don't know, suntan lotion, maybe. I was really confused. So yeah, sometimes it's not just as much as a quick little dip as you and I do, where we just like casually are like, "Hey, you know what? It's a nice night tonight. I'm gonna go take a little walk on the beach and enjoy myself." Um, the hats that the Obachans wear were fun. Dude, they're hilarious, dude. They got the you guys know what a visor looks like, right? Like your average beach visor, right? The Obachans, if you don't know what Obachan is, it's like middle-aged lady. Um, they have this type, and Chiptooth will confirm this if he's on here right now. There's a big black one that they wear where the visor part doesn't just go around like this. It comes all the way out and dips around their face. They look like Darth Vader. Um, it's kind of ridiculous. I swear to God, some Japanese people wear more clothes during the summer than they do during the winter, because they're afraid of like getting their skin too tan. Um, yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad I could answer your question. That was a good question. I go for natural from time to time. Oh, don't do that in Japan. Yeah, I mean, look, I understand protecting your skin from the sun for things like skin cancer and stuff like that. I get it. And maybe even like if you're in some sort of job where skin beauty is taken into account, for example, cosmetology. What do you call people who just work on skin? Esthetician, maybe model, maybe fashion model. I think I would really, really understand protecting every inch of your skin. But if you are a 50-plus-year-old Obachan riding around on a mamachati, I don't think anybody cares if your skin gets a little bit tan. Like, so don't worry about like a little bit of sun on your skin. No one's like, oh damn, mama, that true vanilla skin getting so tan now. You're gonna get wrinkled. Like you're 50 plus, we got wrinkles already, right? I don't. That's cool, embargo, man. I live in Florida too. Florida, I like Florida. Koreans feeling the name of Sea of Japan to what Mexican? Okay, I don't totally understand, but yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know, the whole beach experience, summer experience too in Japan. God, I hate going out in the sun during summer in Japan. Summers in Japan are just so damn hot. I'm sure I've expressed this enough that you guys don't want to hear about it anymore. Tampa? Damn, Xavier, we're real close, dude. You're only like 45 minutes away from me, man. Does anybody ever try to change in Japan to get a tan? Yeah, there is like Gyaru and Yankee Boy and Yamaba. That's like fashion styles in which tanning is cool. Like that's they want to actually get a tan, and there's tanning booths for that style. Yeah, some sun is good for you, but I will tell you, living here in Florida, there is people who took it to an extreme. Um, it's not that tan skin isn't considered valuable. It's that the old Middle Ages idea of like if your skin is tan, it means you're like a ruffian. You're like just the middle hoi polloi. You're a proletariat. Japan still kind of has that sensibility that if your skin is highly burnt, tanned by the sun, you are working a low echelon job, which I don't agree with. As a teacher, sometimes we have to be out in the sun doing things like hapiokai or sports day, and we end up getting really burned. Um, so it's not just like only like a blue collar thing. Um, whatever. What time are we at right now? 9:33. Let's do something fun. Let's get our minds off of all this serious stuff and relax. Give me a second here. Um, you know, um, thank you for the subscription. That means he subscribed on my Twitch? Why not natural tan in Japan? I mean, there really is the real true thing of skin cancer. Like that is an actual for real concern. But yeah, I mean, the other thing is like as far as women are concerned, it's considered unsightly to get a tan. It's like a beauty thing. I don't know. You'd have to ask a Japanese woman to get a more clear response on that one. I'm not so worried myself about such a thing. All right, give me a second. I want to see. No, that's not the one. There's a game I just got. All right, hold on. Let me just do ready to play. No, that's not the one. I recently got this one. It's something like twin something. Hotel Wazuma. No, that's not the one. It was this really strange looking Japanese game that I bought on sale. Oh, is that the one? No, that's not the one. No. No. I might have to go on my Steam Deck to see what it was called. I can't remember the name offhand. Give me just a second here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like spinning. Okay. Very epic. Yeah, I think, you know, it's totally okay if Japanese people want to like keep their skin really white. I don't see a big problem with that. I don't think men care too much about that. That's not a big deal to them. So I think that is more of a beauty aesthetic for. Oh, I have Broken Lore demo. I heard that that's really good. Okay, hold on. Let me see what the name of the game is. I've forgotten already. Give me a second here. Ugh. What game am I looking forward to playing this year? Hold on. Let's take a look. Okay, first of all, Night Rain, of course. Elden Ring Night Rain. We'll have to team up on that one, Chip, if you're playing it. I heard you got to do it 3-player. Okay. Let me see what's coming out. Games coming out in 2025. Okay. I'm gonna try out Monster Hunter Wilds eventually. 2025 upcoming game release schedule. Okay. Let's go month by month. Okay. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'd like to play that, but I never finished part 1, so I don't know if I really should. I should probably finish part 1 first. Give me a second. Let me get my screen share back up. Do I got it? Okay, there we go. Wait. Oh, what was that other one? Wuthering Realm, I heard was really good. I want to play that. Moons of Darsalon? Oh, is that like horror game in space? No, it's not. All right. Warriors Abyss. That sounds awesome. Big Helmet Heroes. Ambulance Life. That sounds like old people in Japan. They love Ambulance Life. Ale Abbey Omega 6. Monster Hunter Wilds, I heard it's going to be pretty awesome. I already heard Night Rain, like people who've gotten to play a preview of it said it was great. Have any of you played Avowed? I'm hearing good and bad things about it. I mean, it looks pretty static as far as like interactivity is concerned. I think on like a deep sale, I would buy it. Oh, you're up for that, Chip Tooth? Okay, all right, awesome. All right, you're on my team then. Fair-skinned toad is regarded as more beautiful. In older periods, looking fair was a sign of wealth. Now all the pop stars are doing it, and different countries in Asia do this as well as plastic surgery. Yeah, it's true. And you know what's crazy, dude? This is I always have pretty pale skin. Even living in Florida, I have pretty pale skin. I don't really go out in the sun a ton to begin with, but I always used to get made fun of when I was younger for having like really pale skin. And when I went to Japan, people would be like, "Oh, your leg's so pale. I love it." I'd be like, "Oh, wow, really?" If you guys don't know, like I'm also like hairless. Like I don't grow any hair on my arms or my legs. And like Japanese people thought that was wild. They're like, "Your legs are like daikon radishes." Okay, thanks, I guess. Is that a compliment? Or do I look like a vegetable to you? Uh, it's okay. I love the comments I used to get. Is your nose real? Nope. Definitely fake nose. Put it on every day before I go out. War robots, split fed. So I don't even know all these. Mudborn? What is Mudborn? I feel it's going to be like a goofy version of. Well, okay. There's nothing. Okay, great game. I can't wait for Mudborn. That's the game I'm looking forward to the most. AI Limit. Dollhouse behind broken mirrors. Ooh, that sounds spooky. Oh. Oh, the sound's off. I'm not going to turn it on until we get past this stupid commercial. How long I got to wait? Okay. Did anybody watch that movie? Alright. Some villagers could. Oh, whoops. Hold on, wait. Dude. Okay, an amber glow and a dense smoke illuminated part of the sky over Raven. Lavina Demore dies trapped.
Mr. Moore.
Like you name your place Ravenhill, you're like, God, why is everything going wrong here in beautiful Ravenhill? I mean, you would never think anything would go wrong in a town named Ravenhill.
I would like to make you a proposal. I'm not going to give you too many details. You'll understand why. We have been able to develop a drug that can stop the forgetfulness process.
Wait, is this like a sequel to Alice? This must be a sequel to Alice, right?
Please prepare the doses I told you about in the laboratory for Mrs. Demore.
Yes, Doctor.
Well, I know what game I'm not buying. That looked boring as hell. Tales of the Shire, Lord of the Rings game. The first Berserker Kazan. I want to play this. This looked awesome. It looked like an insane, like Souls-like, but ultra aggressive version. Nif Nif, guys, Nif Nif is finally coming to Switch and PC. You guys know Nif Nif, right? Okay, well, there's nothing on here about Nif Nif, but guys, it's gonna be a hit. Reserve your copy now. No, not the Why am I getting so many Twitch followers? Are these subscriptions going on? Yeah, this is Twitch. Why am I getting Twitch followers all of a sudden? What's going on? Am I getting like some kind of weird raid that? Because I'm not live on Twitch. I'm not dual streaming. I'm a little bit confused. Dark Horse Kitty. Angry Birds. Yeah, I don't think they're coming out with any more Angry Birds game. But South of Midnight. What do you guys think of this game, South of Midnight? This has been kind of, some people have been, it looked interesting, but I heard it's like super short. Like you could beat it in like 3 hours. Elroy and the Aliens. That sounds super kawaii. Oh my god. Commandos Origins. Echo Beach. What? I don't get it. Why this site is the worst? What is this website? GameSpot. You're doing a bad job. Why do you have all these hot links to nowhere? Monster Energy Supercross official video game. Yeah, bro. Rusty Rabbit, Lunar Remastered Collections. Oh, Lunar, really? That is the Lunar I was thinking of. Wow. Okay, cool. I don't know about a remaster though. I'm not really a big fan of remasters. I don't really quite. I mean, after I beat the game, like I keep seeing Dead Space go on sale, but I'm like, I beat Dead Space like 2 times. Is it really gonna be that different if I beat it in better graphics? The 100 Line, Defense Academy, Super Technos World, River City, and Arcade Classics. Void Sales, Metal Eden. Shoot, please show me some. Whoa, what is this? Dude, show me this. Wait. Where's the sound? Wait, stop. Oh my God, stop. What? Stop. Oh, this is an ad. Because I was like, wait. Okay, for Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, all right. Cool. I've heard only good things about Monster Hunter Wilds. Everybody's saying it's pretty badass. Looks more gritty. This is what I like. It looks like it got like a more serious edge to it. All right. Let's check this out.
Hi, we are Raycon Games, and what you have just seen is the first glimpse of our upcoming game codenamed Final Form.
Final Form is an action-packed, epic sci-fi FPS in which you are a female-formed humanoid machine on a space mission with no return.
Okay.
At the heart of the game is a mystery and alien worlds to explore, but also an adrenaline-fueled combat. In Final Form, it's all about the freedom and power of movement, being a machine unrestrained by human weaknesses. There are numerous abilities and gadgets that come with your robotic body, so you can give yourself away to the fantasy of becoming an unstoppable cybernetic goddess blazing away in a spectacular ballet of destruction.
Are you saying I'm not already a cybernetic goddess?
Raycon is located in Warsaw, Poland, with additional team members located all over the world. The studio was founded and is managed entirely by game developers. Since the success of Ruiner, we've grown quite substantially. Currently, Raycon is over 50 brilliant game creators. And counting.
Wait,
we are not a huge team, but what we love to do is
staff, man. Yeah, world's popular. Is that what he just said? We have 50 billion game creators? Oh, that's a big staff, man. What do you guys think? You thought I'd be in Japan by now? Nah. School's not over yet. I wish, man. I wish. Oh, shoot. Is it? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it was way louder. I apologize. Well, that wasn't cool at all. Okay, yeah, that game does not look interesting at all. You know what? Like, if you're a big FPS fan, that's fine. I feel like aside from Doom, there's no FPS I could ever get excited about again. The Midnight Walk. Oh, it's like a cutesy game. All right, no thanks. Sorry. Like, I know some of those games are really good, like Bag Boy or whatever his name is and stuff like that. Those are, really well-made games. Like, what was that PlayStation game that won first place? It was like PlayStation Robot thing, like that won the Game Awards. Like, I have no interest in that. I got all the platforming I wanted to do out of my NES and SNES. I'm not interested in going back to that. Oh, you're looking the remake of Snake Eater, huh? Oh, I sent you another video about Adderall alternatives I posted in healthcare. Okay, thank you, man. I'll take a look at that. Oh, sorry, Rob Dandy. What were you saying about robots? Rob Dandy, or that includes the robots. Are you talking about the 50 billion game makers? Is that some of them are robots? One of the Kickstarters again. I don't think that was a Kickstarter game. I think they're like really almost probably finished of it. Yo, guys, what's up with June, July, and no games coming out at all in June and July? Well, that's weird. Days Gone remastered? Why? Why? Ooh, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Let's take a look at this. Wait, is there a video or just pictures? Just pictures. Oh, here we go. No, I don't need to see the same commercial again. Oh yeah, the canceling of Silent Hill PT with Kojima is a heartbreaker, but hey, the next game coming out is gonna be Townfall and then Silent Hill F, and there's been some misses with like what was that one cell phone game that was Silent Hill? Like that was pretty horrible. But Townfall's gonna be done by isn't their name No Code? They've made some pretty incredible stuff in the past. And Silent Hill F is gonna be based on a schoolgirl post World War II in Japan, and it looks incredible. Samurai Pizza Cats. That sounds like a good game. Yeah, but we got to get over Silent Hill PT. It'll never happen. I don't know, but one thing I don't understand is like Kojima could still go off and make like a horror game. I don't know why he doesn't do that. You know, I understand some people really like his new series, Walk Simulator 4000, but I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it. It's fine if everybody loves it, it's okay. But I do Walk Simulator 4000 every day of my life, and my story's just as complicated. And no one wants to watch that game. All right, here we go. Whoa, where's the sound? Oh, maker of Streets of Rage 4.
It is the soul of a shinobi.
Oh, 2D side scroller.
Alright. No obstacle can stand in their way. Soaring where others would not dare. Striking with lethal precision. Each weapon a tool, each tool a part of the whole. This is the master of the shinobi. The legend continues.
Cool. Amazing art style. I'm sure platform lovers are gonna absolutely eat this game up. Streets of Rage 4 was a good game. I played it. I have no interest in this. All right, let's take a look at what Chip wants to see. Let's see what we got for graphics in this. Let me check out chat while we're waiting for this to play. This game looks cool. Yeah, it looked like it was a cool game. Uh-oh, Casey, what happened? I honestly don't know what games I'm looking forward to in 2025. Civ 7 and Tokyo Extreme Racer are already out, and I'm pretty hyped for those. Okay, here we go, guys.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, these graphics are good, though, huh?
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake?
Ooh,
we are the sons of the boss.
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet!
Game mode's sick. I might actually play that. I don't think I ever played Snake Eater. I played some of the other ones. Oh, no, wait. This is actually part of it. Like, Snake can do that, right? That's like a special move Snake can do, right? Alright, that looks badass. I like how the graphics are like they're not trying to do too much, but they're doing enough to at least look very nicely updated. As long as the mechanics are good, it looks awesome. I only played the original MGS back when it first came out. I've seen lots of stuff from others on Twitch throughout the year. My first time as well. Oh, okay, yeah, this is my first time playing Snake Eater too, yeah. All right, let's check it out. Borderlands 4. Ugh. Borderlands 2 was the last time Borderlands was good. I played part 2. I played it like a ton as a berserker. And then I bought part 3, played it for maybe like 30 minutes and then returned it. Played Tiny Tina's whatever the hell that was, that RPG thing. That was shit. That was garbage. That game was so boring. Hell is Us. I like the name. All right. While we're waiting for it, what do we got? You got paid to play it at work? That's awesome. What are you, a QA tester? All right, let's see what we got here. Is that Souls-like? Oh, look at this beat. Whoa.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belatet. I'm the creative director and the art director on Hell is Us. I hope you enjoyed the trailer that you've seen recently. Today we're back in the spotlight. We're going to show you a bit of gameplay, a bit more than what you've seen in the trailer, and I hope that you will enjoy this part greatly. All right, so let's start with the basics. So Hell is Us is set to be released in 2025. It's for pretty much everything. So Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. So the game is a bit of a take back to games from the 1990s 1990s. We're a team of passionate people. The average on the team is like 20 years of development experience. So we're from a different generations, and we have a lot of love for how the games in the 90s were made and how they were played and experienced, especially the fact that, there was no hand-holding, there was no silver plattering. You kind of had to figure stuff out by yourself. You were really in control of your exploration and your own discoveries. And this is what we're trying to do in Hell Is Us. Obviously with modern flair and kind of like modern knowledge of game design and whatnot, but very much put you back in the driver's seat of your experience and of your exploration, and then the result and the joy of your discoveries. So Hell Is Us takes place in a country called Hadia. Hadia is in the grips of a vicious civil war. You play the role of Remy. Remy is actually from Hadia. He was born there, but his mom smuggled him out at the age of 5, like it sometimes happens in those countries. And what I mean by that is Hadia is a hermit state, is a turtle state. It's completely closed off on itself. Nobody goes out. Nobody comes in. And that's why Remy's mom decided to smuggle him out so he can have a better life. He grew up in the foster home system, or the foster system in Canada. He's always wanted to come back to Hadia. He wants to find his parents again. He wants to kind of like confront them. He's got a lot of questions for them. He understands why they abandoned him, but yet, abandonment is pretty much the biggest trauma that a child can have. And there's like a loop that hasn't been closed properly for him towards this situation and his parents. When the game starts, Remy has finally been able to infiltrate Hadia during the brutal civil war that I was talking about. Remy is a ON peacekeeper. He quit his post, he went AWOL, infiltrated the country, and this is where the game starts. Remy remembers 2 things, and that means the players remember 2 things. It's that his village of birth was called Jova, and his father was the blacksmith of Jova. Those are the only clues you begin the game with, and these are the only clues that Remy also know. So equipped with this knowledge, with these clues, you begin the game and you try to find your way to Jova.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. And perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something. They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Okay, so let's talk about this design philosophy that I've mentioned earlier, which is, I said the word silver plattering is something that I had been thinking about for quite a few years, and the team as well, which is, if you look at modern day or contemporary adventure games and RPGs, pretty much everything is given to you on a silver platter. What I mean by that is when you explore, everything appears in front of you. You have your compass on top of you that's like a sixth sense, like a magical sense that detects, all the caves and all the cool stuff around you and the towers and this and whatnot. It just appears magically. And you have your map, and you have your mini map, and you have your quest markers, and you have your objective markers.
So this guy watched Elden Ring, or he played Elden Ring, and he saw the reactions from the creators of Avowed, and the creators of Horizon Dawn Zero, and how they were like, your UI sucks, you can't tell anything, what's supposed to be going on, I don't even understand how to play this silly game, I don't even know, where's my Elden sense that lets me know where the quests are? Where's my map and everything? And he was like, yeah, that's bullshit. You don't need every single thing handed to you. It's more fun just to explore and learn the game yourself. So this is this guy. This is a good philosophy. I agree with this completely.
You can drop your own markers and you have your quest journals, and it just never ends. And if you think about
like
it,
an old man.
What happens with that is that you're not truly exploring. You're just kind of like flying by wire. And when you find something, it's not really your discovery. It was kind of handed to you on a silver platter. So what you're looking at now is we're having a discussion with a bloke named Ernest Cadell. He's telling us certain information, and then he tells us it's quite far. You need to hitch a ride. You might find people that are willing to give you a ride. It's up to the north of my house. house, so you're gonna have to use your compass, but your real compass, right, with the coordinates on it, north, south, east, west, blah, 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 and follow that. And he tells you that in the Lost Woods, in order to find your way out, just follow the wind chimes. He says, I've attached them there for my kids when they were young because they kept on getting lost in those bloody woods. And then he tells you, follow the sound of the wind chimes and you'll find your way on the other side.
You didn't like No Man's Sky because of the UI? I don't know, like No Man's Sky was okay. It definitely got a ton better after they reworked it and everything. My biggest problem was after you've kind of rinsed, washed, and recycled, and you've done the land on a planet, collect resources, make a better thing. Where do you go from there? And I just felt like, I had maxed out my gun to as good as it could be. I had maxed out my backpack to as good as it could be. And then they did add like more stuff, but I was just kind of like, it's just gonna be collect more resources to make that stuff. And I just kind of got bored with that. Like, even though there was like, I know they added like a robot, I think a robot you could drive or something, and like a car and like all these other ships and everything. I'm just kind of like, yeah, but you're mostly just collecting resources off of like the same 5 planets. Putting down a game before its release? What do you mean putting it down before its release? Like you stop playing it before its release? I don't know. What does that mean? Remember the day when we had to wait for a game to be released, only got screenshots of video game? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Recently, then run to Blockbuster to rent it. Yeah. That's good times.
Of the woods. That's how we do it. It's very organic. It's very realistic. Someone in real life could have told you the exact same thing. So the environments, the visuals of the game are not just there to illustrate, they're there to communicate. So you need to play the game, you need to open your eyes, you need to open your ears to what NPCs tell you, and you'll find your way and you'll discover things and you will truly own your discoveries and the great joy that comes with that.
Oh, I understand what you mean. Don't put down the game. Like don't insult the game until you've actually played it. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, of course. Dude. I remember waiting for my Nintendo Power with such anticipation that my friend next door and I would literally lay there in the yard. Like we would lay down in the yard and like just talk for a while until we knew like the postman was going to show up and deliver it that day. And then we would sit there and like go through every single page and like look at it with like awe. Like it was like insane to it. Like we're like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And I remember like they'd have every single level of like every single game with like their walkthroughs with just everything was like a side scroller back then. So you'd have like these long panoramic pictures. And it'd be like, you do this and this. And like, all I could do is just like imagine playing these games. I could never afford all of them because like one game was like all your birthday money or all your Christmas money or, oh man, those are the days, man. But the thing that sucks is you go back and play them now and you're like, man, this game's crap. This looks super interesting. I know some people might not be that into it, but I really like games that kind of leave you to figure everything out.
So here's another scene or another section that could be considered part of our player plattering philosophy. So here's a puzzle, and there's obviously a solution to the puzzle, but nothing eventually is going to tell you, if the player ends up kind of like taking a bit of time to find a solution. There's not going to be any artificial kind of ways that are going to help him or tell him what to do. Remy's not going to start talking to himself or i.e. talking to the player with, little clues into whatever. It's really up to you to figure them out. And in the way that the player plattering is inserted in this, we have a good example here with your trusty drone named Cappy. By the way, you can tell now that Remy has his poncho and he has his sword and he has his drone. So it's after he's acquired them, right? Because at the beginning of the game, you saw he was not dressed like that. Now there's a reason why he ends up dressed like this. There's a reason why
I remember reading about how many polygons there would be in PS1 or PS2. I remember before the SNES came out, the Nintendo Power I got at the time had they're like, these are the 3 different models we're going to release for it. And they actually had like other ways they were going to build it in different color combinations and stuff like that. And I was like, what? This is insane. But they only came out with one at the end. They're like, now that was kind of crazy to like make up all these different ways. We're just going to stick to this one way. What a weird color combination back then. Lilac, gray, and off-white eggshell. Right? Oh man, those are the days though. I do remember thinking, like, when I watched my friend play Silent Hill on PS2, I just thought, like, man, this is it, dude. This is just, like, insane. Everybody drew Yoshi. Yeah, we draw Yoshi. A bunch draw Mario. I draw the characters from Contra. Pokemon wasn't around yet back in our days. I do remember, yeah. If you could draw Mario, that was, like, badass. Like, people were like, dude, draw Mario for me. Dot hack games, man. Dot hack is going way back. What was the first one? Angbad? And God, there's some good ones. Well, what's up, Richard? We're watching this right now. We're watching this play.
He needs these things, this equipment, but we don't need to get into these
I want to see
details
the fights.
today. So anyway, there's an ancient language in the country, and you kind of find it throughout the game. And the drone has a software, one of his many softwares, and this specific one can translate the ancient language. So this puzzle, the way that it works, you need to kind of like explore and observe your environment around this specific puzzle in order to find the clues on how to solve it. You need the drone, your trusty Cappy. His name is Cappy.
You were scared looking at the Resident Evil. I remember my friend coming to school and be like, yo, a giant alligator attacked me in the game. And I was like, a giant alligator? That sounds impossible. And then I remember I was reading like the player's guide and I saw that giant alligator. I was like, that's crazy. You would put a giant mutant alligator in a game. Oh yeah, being all at the art on the sides of the arcade machines. I remember the coolest thing ever was the Nintendo Power illustrations of the characters in the game. For example, like the guy who drew Dragon Ball Z, he would also do all the Dragon Quest art. And a lot of the Final Fantasy art was freaking amazing. The funniest thing though ever would just be how amazing the art would be, like the drawings would be, but then you'd see the game and you'd be like, what the hell? Like this is nothing close to it. Who is that? Someone's messaging me on Steam? Or was that? What was that? Well, that wasn't it. Who was messaging me? Was that Steam? What? Someone just messaged me to go play Rocket League? No, I'm good, man. Stop. I'm not a Rocket League fan. There's nothing wrong with the game. Like Dragon Pirate Yakuza, I heard that game's amazing. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is doing me well. So you're really liking that one? I mean, I've played like a lot of the Yakuza games. It looked pretty awesome. Like the fighting in it looks like insane. What are we talking about? Just got here. We're being video game nerds.
Kind of nerds. Something behind that, of course. And you translate those old texts It gives you little passages of a poem or a psalm or something like that, and through what they tell you and the order in which.
Can we get to where like they talk about fighting?
Hack and slash, it doesn't mean it's easy. It's not overly hard. There's a learning curve. There's subtleties. There's little things that we've invented just for the flair and the flavor of Hell Is Us. It's very crunchy. I think the friction is pretty good, and I hope you enjoy it.
It does look like a pretty good fighting
So
system.
there's a wide variety of enemies in the game. So we have kind of like the more common enemy type, which we call the Hollow Walker. So it's these kind of humanoid, bipedal, white enemies that you can see here with the holes in their faces and their chests and whatnot. So obviously there's a reason why they're called Hollow Walkers, and there's different types of them and different kind of tiers of strength and powers. But when you're facing pretty much the biggest threats in the game, it's what we call like a dual entity. So it's like a Hollow Walker has a haze inside of it. So it's when the haze is present. I'm not going to get into the details right away of what the haze represents. It's all part of the lore and what you will figure out in the game. But when you're facing a combo like these dual entities, and it can go to like 3 of them, 4 of them, there's the herders, there's the fervents, and different types like that. But that's when you really need arsenal at your disposition. Use its skill. So for Japanese action game style, what your kicker is, what I mean by
it's in Akasa Marshes.
Wall, if you want, but in and as I spoke quite a bit already, the game doesn't hold your hand or doesn't really tell you where to go. So out of your main leads or clues or ideas that you have in your head of what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go at any given moment, you will also be attracted by a lot of points of interest or just little things in the environment that pique your curiosity. And as you walk towards them or explore, that's when you'll start also making a ton of like peripheral or side discoveries on your own, things that you cannot solve right away, or things that you might think that there is a thing to be done with it when there's not, and it's all part of the fun stuff and the kind of like experience that we're providing in the game. So as you can see here, there's a tree with people that have been hung. Like I said, this takes place during a very vicious civil war between 2 different ethnicities in the countries that are still basically the exact same people. And you found this tree. It's actually not part of the Golden Path or not part of something tremendously important in the game, but there's still something around it. There's still dungeons in the game, and those even spheres that we have series, PlayStation 5, sometimes a bit of the minutia.
Oh, dude,
so stay tuned.
I'm gonna give this a try for sure. All right. R.I.P. Jeff Legal Vices. What happened? Who's Jeff? Is he gonna be okay? The truck driving game? Is that you're talking about Euro Truck Drive Simulator 2, Lost in New York? Where the hell is Spyro? They've given up on Spyro. Spyro's never coming back. It makes no sense, but yeah, the combat is great, and I like the story. It seems really unique. Like it's like a Dark Souls kind of like open world, but also kind of like what was that other game? Returnal? Look kind of like Returnal 2. Looks cool. Let me see. Speaking of which, I actually do need to look this up for my lesson tomorrow. I need to see like what's happening in Japanese news. I haven't checked out anything much this week. I don't think anything news going on. Give me a second here. All right. What do you guys use for Japanese news? Like, that's like decent. That like isn't just like, because a lot of them only want you to like look at like happy stories for the most part, like positive stuff. Why does Japan Today come up? Japan Today is garbage. They used to be okay, but they've gotten worse and worse and worse. First contactless fingerprint authentication tested in Haneda. How does that work? You don't touch, but it can also read your fingerprints. How does that work? All right. Rich in cash, Toyota builds a city to test future mobility. Indie watchmaker gains worldwide fame. Okay. Buffet to boost investments in Japanese trading houses. More heavy snow. More than 200 death certificates issued by doctor with dementia. Hachinohe, Aomori Prefecture, more than 200 death certificates were issued under the name of a doctor with dementia at a hospital here, where officials are believed to have attempted to conceal the murder of a patient. The death certificates were found during a search of Michinoku Kinen Hospital in April 2023 over suspicion that the former hospital director Takashi Ishiyama, 61, and his physician brother Tetsuya Ishiyama, 60, tried to cover up the fatal stabbing of a patient. They're believed to have listed pneumonia as the cause of death and the certificate given to the victim's family. Pneumonia was also listed as the cause of death in about 70% of more than 200 death certificates issued between April 2021 and March 2023 under the name of a doctor who was hospitalized with dementia. Holy crap, dude. That sounds so scary. They got a psycho on staff who's like mentally degenerating and just murdering patients, and they're just like, well, got to keep it covered up. Police are investigating the doctor's work record, whether the certificates are falsified, and whether widespread malpractice was committed at the hospital. Ishiyama brothers were arrested on February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, boys. On suspicion of falsifying documents. On the night of March 12th, 2023, a 59-year-old patient in Michinoku Kinen Hospital attacked his 73-year-old roommate by repeatedly stabbing him in the eye with a toothbrush handle. The victim died the following day. The killer was arrested on murder charges and sentenced to 17 years in prison. The two brothers are accused of giving the bereaved family a false death certificate listing pneumonia despite being fully aware the patient was murdered in the hospital. Both suspects have denied the allegations. Investigators are trying to determine. So wait, this is another thing that happened at the same time? They had a doctor with dementia writing false death certificates, and then they also had patients murdering each other. Oh, what the fuck? Investigators are trying to determine the motive behind the suspected cover-up and the extent of any wrongdoing at the hospital. According to sources, nurses contacted at least one of the Ishiyama brothers immediately after the fatal stabbing, seeking instruction. However, the brothers did not arrive at the hospital until the following morning. The hospital is known to have a doctor's residence nearby, which allowed it to be exempt from the requirement of having a doctor on duty overnight. It remains unclear whether the Ishiyama brothers were on the night of the murder. Strained medical system. The incident sparked serious concerns regarding the hospital operations and overall quality of healthcare services in the area. Michinoku Kinen Hospital has 413 beds, including 274 psychiatric patients, and typically accommodate around 270 patients. According to senior doctor from the local medical association, the hospital plays a vital role in the region's healthcare system. The doctor expressed concern about the pressure Michinoku Kinen Hospital was under due to the strain of local medical. Wow, that sounds bad. Use Copilot for news. Who's Jeff? Jeff who? Hibakusha infuriated by Japan's no-show at TPNW meeting. What is that? Okay. He's mad that they're not sending anyone from Japan to an anti-nuclear rally. Okay, I can understand that. Oh, okay. Expo launches translation app for multilingual support. Why do I gotta look at a fat dude? Okay, oh, sorry. Let me share the screen. Look at this. I don't need to look at this. Topen Holdings release at Expo. Okay. New app teaches kanji to foreign children in their native languages. All right. Online school memo system helps bridge linguistics bust COVID-19 myths for minority language users. Okay. Is there any is there like a crime section? I always like to look at crime. What's news? Okay, here we go. Oh, not Buffet. It's Jimmy Buffett. I read that totally wrong. I was like, what kind of buffet is that going to be? More heavy snow. No, that's boring. Ruling block Nippon Asian OK policy to ensure budget pad. Boring. LED lit plant factories. Petra Sigmund, Japan, Germany must work to protect climate. Okay, boring. I mean, no offense. Japan court Tesla on Nissan investment. Asia shares trade mixed as China benchmark surge warns airlines to be aware of potential Chinese Navy live fire exercises. District Court rejects request to halt Sendai nuclear plant's operations. Japan to launch system for faster emergency patient transfers. Bill submitted to keep farcical election posters off of billboards. Oh, wow, okay. A young Obama once found hope in the writings of Malcolm X. What? What's it got to do with Japan? Let's see. Nothing good. It's mostly a tool to summarize things, but not great with the exact details. All right. I don't see anything exciting happening. Trade minister to visit U.S. Boring, 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 boring. Apple items bought illegal. Oh, what is this? Here we go. Kind of interesting. The Metropolitan Police Department arrested 4 people, including the president of Teishin Company, an electronics import and export company to Tokyo's Toshima ward, on suspicion of fraud. This is the latest development in the case in which quasi-gang Chinese dragon is suspected to fraudulently be buying Apple MacBook laptops in bulk and reselling them at a markup overseas. Teishin's president Zhao Jinjiang is a 35-year-old Chinese national living in Tokyo's Itabashi ward. According to Metropolitan Police, Zhao is thought to have conspired with a 51-year-old woman and others, illegally purchasing 18 MacBooks with a total of 5,744,400 yen, $37,000, at student discount prices at an Apple store in Tokyo. Okay, I don't understand what so you bought them and then made them more expensive? I don't get it. Rescued teen and 8 other Japanese held in Myanmar forced on fraud. Japanese and Nigerian police arrest 20 over online scam. Kichida bomb attack suspect given 10 years on Malta. A man was sentenced to 10 years in prison on an attempt to murder, election law violation, and others on an attack on the Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in 2023 at the site of the campaign speech. He threw a handmade explosive device close to Kishida during the election campaign. The defendant committed the attack. Wow, really? 2 audience members were injured. Wow, that sucks. So he made a handmade grenade. Wow, that's crazy. All right. I don't know, guys. Scalping, buy en masse very cheaply and sell the items somewhere else for a lot more money. It's a scam pretty much that's somewhat legal. Japan news be like today, 2 bicycles stolen. Yeah, pretty much. I remember people being like, "Ooh, you live in Osaka? Dangerous." They'd be like, "Ooh, Abunai," and I'd be like, "Why?" And they're like, "The most umbrellas and bikes are stolen there." And I'm like, "Yeah, but what is there, people with guns or anything?" They're like, "Guns? No. Why would there be guns?" And I'm like, "You said it was dangerous." And they're like, "Yeah, your umbrella might get stolen." Oh, okay. All right. Okay. No, don't steal my umbrella. Let's see. Cold Front, Beauty Market, new basic energy plan. Deco-chan, go ahead. Go ahead, big silly fatto. Come on, big chunky monkey. Go ahead. I know you're trying to get up here. Go ahead. All right, I'll pick you up, you big fatso. Come here. Ugh, I can't do it when you're underneath my leg. I can't go through my leg. Ooh. Big fatso. Here, hold on. Everybody wants to see you more than they want to see me. What, now you're going back down? Oh, no, you're just doing some kind of weird stance up here. Japan, okay, Japan explorers. Skier likely American dies after accident in snow in Iwate. Let's read this. Morioka, a skier believed to be an American man, died after being buried in snow at a ski resort in Iwate Prefecture, police said. 2 fellow skiers reported the man missing by calling police from a mountain at the Geto Kogen Resort in southwestern city of Kitakami around 11:30 a.m. on February 18th. At the time, snow was falling strong and winds were blowing. Rescue workers found the man buried in the snow, off-piste? Off-piste? What does that mean? About 4 hours later. He was in cardiac arrest and respiratory arrest and was confirmed dead after being taken to a hospital in the city. Police investigated and resulted in the cause being an accident, including whether an avalanche had occurred or not. The 3 individuals were skiing in a forested area outside the main ski runs, the resort said. They were among a group of 9 people visiting the resort. So they went outside of the ski area? Went off-piste. Can someone... Hey, Alexa, what does off-piste mean?
From Apple.com. Turn off PC allows you to...
No. Hey, Alexa, stop. I didn't say turn off PC. Okay, what is off-piste? Hold on, let me get that. I've never heard that word before, probably because it's based on snow and I live in Florida. Off-piste. Situated or taking place away from a prepared ski run. Yeah, that's why I never grew up hearing that word. There's no such thing as a ski run in Florida. Okay, interesting. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Hold on.
Off-piste.
Okay. The opposite of pissed off. All right. Oh, it's a track. It's French for a track. Okay, I did not know that. Oh, I'd never. Well, that's what growing up in Florida will do. Not going to hear much about being off with ski runs. All right. Let's see here. Trump says he will introduce 25% tariffs on autos, pharmaceuticals, and chips. Why? Potato chips come from America. Oh, wait, you mean computer chips? But this is just like in general, isn't it? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just talking in general. This is not Japan. All right. Japan's private school growing popular among Chinese parents. Interesting, but not that. 3 hotel workers die in Fukushima during check of hot spring. Whoa, what the hell? What? Okay, let's check it out. Fukushima, 3 hotel employees were confirmed dead on February 18th in the snowy mountains of Takayu Onsen area, where high concentrations of toxic hydrogen sulfide gas hindered the search for the missing men. Authorities said there's a possibility the 3 inhaled the deadly gas, which can be found in nature near hot springs. According to Fukushima Prefectural Police, the 3 men, a hotel manager in his 60s and 2 staff members in their 50s and 60s, entered the mountains in Fukushima City around 2 p.m. on February 17th. After 8 p.m. that day, the hotel employee made an emergency call reporting that the 3 had not returned. The hotel explained that the 3 men had gone for a routine maintenance check, which is conducted every 2 weeks. The staff member who remained at the hotel noted that the snowfall was heavier than usual. Around 9 a.m. on February 18th, around 20 prefectural riot police, why'd they bring riot police, and firefighters began searching the area of the hot springs. The 3 men were found lying in the snow about 100 meters from the mountain trail entrance north of the hotel between 10 a.m. and noon. A doctor at the scene confirmed their deaths, according to Fukushima City's fire department. The prefectural government said snow depths at Takuya Onsen was 110 centimeters, but that's pretty damn deep, and had increased to 146. Damn. All right. Rest in peace, guys. Sorry to hear. That wouldn't have been pretty. Is it true that Florida, the paper the architects used to draw the plans are the same used to build the foundations? No? Is Florida known for bad foundations on their houses? I've never heard that before. Let's see what else we got. Japan family registered to allow Taiwan as place of origin. Ages. The ICC. What is the ICC? Japan did not sign a joint statement issued by 79 countries and regions condemning U.S. President Donald Trump's order to sanction members of the International Criminal Court. The Japanese government's largest contributor, 25 members. The rule of law. But Tokyo did not join. The timing was too bad, said the senior official. What time would have been good? I don't know much about the International Criminal Court. Is that like connected to shoot, I can't think of what they're Interpol?
Cook Islands PM pledges to release details of China deal. Reading my silly comment with a serious tone. Oh, I've never heard that joke. Like, I mean, it's fine. It's a good. I've just never heard such a joke like that about. I mean, our houses do get knocked down pretty bad by. Oh God, all this hair! Holy cow! You literally see like big things of hair on here. They get knocked down by hurricanes pretty easy, but usually the hurricanes are like level 4. I don't know. Are we known for like really bad foundations or something? I don't know. Where does the joke stem from? I'm confused. Is it like because of that one hotel, or not hotel, the apartment complex in Miami like fell apart? That was pretty bad. Yokosuka's canola fields glow against Mount Fuji backdrop. Okay. Agencies reap hefty fees by placing elderly in care homes. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. China urges U.S. to correct its mistake after State Department website removes Taiwan independence reference. Oh, we changed our website, our international website, to say we support Taiwan as an independent country, and they're pissed off about that. But Taiwan is its own country. I don't know why China still thinks they own Taiwan. I think they're the only people who believe that. Diet must reform itself after years of excuses and procrastination. That sounds like actual news. There's been no shortage of recommendation agreements to reform the diet and enhance its role as a chamber of discourse, yet many have shelved and left it untouched. Yeah, it's just bullshit. They're just saying, yeah, you know what? The diet's not working out so well for Japan. We should change it. But they're not gonna. This is sad. Kim Se-ron, am I saying that right? She died, killed herself at 24. South Korean actress Kim Se-ron, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, has been found dead at her home, a police official said. Kim, 24, was a most promising actress in South Korea, but her career took a hit after a drunk driving incident in 2022. A friend who was going to meet Kim visited her home and discovered her and called the police. Police found no foul play. That sucks, man. She lost her whole career. That's sad, dude. Thailand rescues Japanese boy 16 from fraud ring. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm glad they did that. What do we got? They want Taiwan for the chip industry. That's all. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they lost a lot of their chip industry after like they were just pretty much trying to steal a bunch of tech from America, and then America's like, oh, that's not cool. All right, we're gonna move over to Taiwan. I only say that Starbucks comment because in college I worked there, 2001, in Coral Gables, Miami. It was almost a riot over hot chocolate when it was 58 degrees. Jesus Christ. Calm down, Miami. Hello, longtime subscriber, and had a couple of questions. Do you worry about your son's ability to maintain his Japanese level while in the USA? I do, but he actually he has kanji homework every single night. Oh, except for I don't make him do it over the weekend. What were the challenges he faced in Japanese schools? Well, I mean, the biggest challenges is doing juku, cram school, and entrance exams. One of the main reasons we came to America with him, it was that he didn't want to have to take the entrance exams. He watched what my
older son went through, and the pain of struggling through those and staying up till like 3 a.m. studying and crying your eyes out over a test. And I don't think he wanted to go through that. My older son, 14 years old, he, as hard as it was on him, he loved to compete. He liked the competition of that. And my younger son was just like, hell no. So my wife was like, what do you think we should do? And we came to the conclusion that American system would be better for him. Too many of these topics require background to really understand. Hard to sum it up fast with what's going on. Scott, going out to buy some grub. Have a topic for tomorrow's live stream. If you are streaming share it with you tomorrow. Please enjoy the rest of the stream. Hey man, thanks for joining, bud. I appreciate it, Chiptooth. I think for tonight, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I want to stay up a little bit later and play some. I've been really into playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently. So I want to just like lay down in my bed and chill out and play that before I go to bed. I'm not full energy because, man, that job yesterday was burning me out. I was just looking at this direct detector dog sniff out meat to keep African swine fever away. Japan might buy Taiwan. China won't be happy. Japan might buy Taiwan. I don't think that's going to happen. Japan can barely pay for Japan at this point. I had to make the decision for my daughter too, having her here in the state. Yeah, it's a hard decision, right? It is tough. It is a really rough decision. Yeah. I think he's really happy that he doesn't have to do all that. Aaron, do you still does your daughter still practice kanji and stuff? Oh yeah, Matt, don't worry. Don't worry. I knew it was a joke. I didn't really think you were serious. Don't worry. Maybe the US will. Yeah, they might. I could see Trump doing that. He should just call it Taiwan of America. That's what he should call it. And then instead of all of our products saying made in Taiwan, they would say made in America, and it'd be true. Do we don't have any bases in Taiwan? We probably don't, do we? Oh, she takes Japanese lessons every week. Oh, that's great. Okay. You like that? Taiwan of America, and then it can be made in America? But she's half American, half Brazilian, born in Japan. Wow. Does she also take Portuguese too? Or no formal ties with Taiwan? Really? Interesting. But I know sometimes the SDF, America, and Australia do practice runs with Taiwan. Bring back G.I. Joe and the Transformers G1 series. Ton of old foreign policy laws prevent it. Really? That's wow. That would be interesting to look into. I'll have to research that. No bases in Taiwan, but the Navy passes from time to time. China not liking it. Yeah. China gets pissed off about anybody coming anywhere close. They try to bully all the Asian countries around them. I don't know, man. I don't know yet. Oh, she takes French. Okay, wow. She's a polyglot. That's like that word does not sound spectacular for someone who speaks multiple languages. I don't like, there goes a polyglot. Ugh. Sounds like some sort of slime creature in Dungeons and Dragons. You approach the cave and find the entrance taken over by a polyglot. Roll 2 dice 20. All right. It's time for me to sign off. My jokes are getting worse and worse. Love y'all. You guys are awesome. I think tomorrow we're doing TTRPG, but I'll of course be on there. Do you remember when Trump called Kim Jong-un Rocket Man? Yeah, that was actually pretty funny, dude. That was actually pretty funny. It was like, I'm gonna send it. I got a button that I can press and gonna show a rocket over to you. And Trump was like, well, I got a bigger button I could press. That was kind of fun. I really liked that comment. He's like, I got a bigger button. And then he like chilled out. I never saw that guy ever chill out, Kim Jong-un. He was kind of like, no, I was just joking, dude. Like, I'd never pressed any kind of, we're cool, right? We're cool. You want to come over and visit? We can like hang out. We can be bros. You want to shoot some b-ball back on the hoops? Polymaths and polymath sounds okay. Polyglot sounds like you've got some sort of lung infection. Oyasumi. Later, send an email within 48 hours. Take care. Why do I? Okay. I thought you were like worried I was gonna go missing or something. Okay, yeah, I'll respond. All right, guys, love you all. Have a great rest of the night wherever you are, or rest of the day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Members vid coming out.